Welcome back to Fiegel Files, episode 7. This is the show where law, life, and strength all collide. I'm your host, Beau, the strongest lawyer in Texas still. Today we're stepping outside the courtroom into the world of iron, ink, and impact. You've heard me talk before about strength, but not like this, because today's guest lives in it in every form possible. He's a tattoo artist whose work tells stories in ink, a powerlifter who holds multiple world records, 3 world titles, 1 national title, 1 North American title, trains like a machine, trains in the art of Jitsu and Muay Thai, knowing the discipline behind true control. This weekend, he's stepping into his first Strongman competition at M.A.D Mayhem, proving that the strength's not just physical, but a mindset. On top of that, he's the founder and designer behind M.A.D, or M.A.D Threads, an apparel brand built from scratch where he creates every piece of art himself and his lovely women at home.
Yes.
And then a guy who embodies what we talk about in the show, building something real through hard work, creativity, and grit. Mario, welcome, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. First Strongman show.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped.
How long have you been a powerlifter?
Yeah, let's see. Well, I did a little bit in high school. And then in college a little bit, but never to the level I'm at now. So
Like kind of bro trained? Like did it, but just...
Yeah.
Cool.
And did little meets here and there, but nothing serious.
How long in this current iteration have you trained, like where you're at now? Like
well,
with Tim,
since I got back into the strength training, I would say I've been training with Tim, I think 7 or 8 years now. So that's how long I've been powerlifting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And to be, I mean, those accolades, like, this is world records, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
182 pounds. We put pounds. I think you probably do.
They're usually in kilos.
Yeah. But the Masters from 45 to 49 bench record still?
No, actually, I think that one's finally gone.
Finally
gone, yeah. And that was actually, believe it or not, that was my very first ever powerlifting meet with Tim.
I'm laughing because, like, a lot of kids do powerlifting.
Right.
It seems like a fad, not in a bad way, but like a fad of late. A lot of college-age kids, a lot of people coming in the sport. And I know this is still limited to the master's age, but that's crazy. I mean, I know you sent it to me, but that number was like, what, 350, 340?
No, actually, that one was, I think it was like 285.
Still, though, I mean, for 182, 285. And again, in powerlifting, if people care about watching me in Strongman, we aren't that strict with much of our lifting. Powerlifting, feet down, butt down, hold, press. It can't come back down. You can't
jerk it. You can't bounce it off the chest.
Right.
It's real strict.
Real strict. Almost like you have to do a bodybuilding lift with it for a powerlifting exercise. Yeah. So 82 for master's age. So how old are you now?
55 now.
Oh wow! So if you kept going, you'd set new records.
Actually, I looked at them the other day, and I was kind of like, man, I can get these records right now.
So 50 to 54, the rest of these, Texas squat, bench, deadlift overall, 162 squat, bench, deadlift, and overall, deadlift overall, bench and deadlift. That's insane, man. At both 182 pounds, 165 pounds, and then at, or 165, you have a deadlift world record, and 198 pounds, you have a squat world record. Or a Texas record, excuse me.
Record, yeah.
Texas. That's nuts.
And then the 82, I have a bench and deadlift world record.
That's so crazy. I guess I have to apologize because I tease about weight classes and telling your weights out there. So yeah, only because I'm jealous because I don't have any records at all.
Oh man, but now that I've been training strictly strongman, now trust me, I did a little bit of the strongman workouts, but not to the extent that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Because of Tim.
Mm-hmm.
He does implement it with my powerlifting workout.
This is Tim Ingram, owner of Heavy Metal Fitness, coach for both Austin Andrade, Nick Guardion, and a bunch of other great athletes. Sorry, but yeah.
Yeah. And I believe that's the only reason why I'm where I'm at.
I think this is a good lesson because powerlifting, I've never done it. I've done the lifts, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I do the exercises, but it feels a little Stone Age in some of the training, unfortunately. And I say that because people will come in working their butts off. It's not effort. It's not. A lot of them are dieting. They're exercising. They're roiding out. Like they're doing everything they're going to do. but the blocks of training just aren't conducive to peak performance. Tim, and we'll have Tim on at one point, but I think he's clearly brilliant in his exercise physiology and his knowledge, explores, but he's figured out a way to like build strength over time where you're not maxing every week. You're not killing your central nervous system. You're not risking injury. I know you've overcome some injuries of late.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, those will happen in these sports, but you're not living in injuries day to day. You stay healthy.
Right.
And I don't know if you want to share, but you have a health condition with your kidneys, right?
Yeah, I have kidney issues. Actually, I believe it was my first Worlds getting ready to go to. I had surgery, I believe it was 3 months before my Worlds.
That's insane.
And took 2 weeks off and came back and started training for Worlds and ended up winning and getting a record.
Aren't you like winning these like in your opening or second lifts sometimes?
I did at Nationals. At Nationals, it was funny. I walked in and I already won with my first lifts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
And at North American too.
That's unbelievable, man. What are your powerlifting aspirations now? Is there anything left to do? I mean, I guess you could do it at 55, but
I could do it at 55, but I think I've kind of accomplished everything I wanted to in powerlifting. I could go and get more records in different classes, but I got into this all because of trying to challenge myself and become better. And I'm looking at that now towards Strongman.
Well, let's make that transition, man. How's the training? So what's the difference in training when you were training powerlifting? Because you definitely incorporate kind of the same system me, Austin, Nick do from Tim. Right. But now, what are the big differences now outside of just not focusing on the SBD lifts?
Well, there's a lot of differences. One is you had touched on injuries earlier, and I've noticed the transition over to Strongman and the movements, the mobility that we're in. I'm not getting as injured as quickly now, and I think it's because with powerlifting the lifts are so stagnant and strict that you tend to tighten up and something pops or
Well, it's a lot of pressure in some areas. Like, I mean, take bench specifically. Like, there's a whole lot of pressure, whatever this connection is, that big pec connection here. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Tim has you doing it, but when I'm training for anything overhead pressing, if I'm doing bench, there will be a block or a safety bar.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not dropping that range of motion.
Right.
And that's not criticism. That's the sport. That's what they do for powerlifting. But, I mean, that's where people rip their pecs, right? Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Squats, you're obviously mobile and athletic, but if you're not, that can be a real dangerous exercise on your back.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous lift. I mean, think about it. I mean, you have 500 so pounds on your back, and you're squatting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only guys like you have 500 pounds, bro. That's just crazy. Yeah. I talked to, so Mario's my tattoo artist, Austin's tattoo artist, Nick's, and a host of others. We give him crap because Austin's 400 pounds and deadlifting 1,000. Nick has become an insanely good pro.
Right.
I'm moving up a little bit in that world.
But no, come on, man! You had a 700 and plus
725 2 days ago. 2 days ago?
Yeah, dude, that was impressive.
I'm excited, man. OSG is what's day the 11th? Compete in 10 days. So we have a 3-day competition. Day 2 will open with a deadlift ladder of 675, 725, 765, and 800. We feel decent. The 765 is going to go up, which would be pretty cool.
That's going to be nice.
Now, in fairness to Mario, I outweigh him by 100 pounds, and I'm using a deadlift suit for that competition because they're allowed.
Right.
So it's a very different powerlifting. One, no straps.
No straps.
Period. I know you can adjust to it with hook grip or over under, and there's something to that, but still no straps. Again, no hitching, meaning it gets to the knees and you can't jump it up. Actually, something funny about the suit, I'll tell you. And then no suits, which, depending on the type of athlete, it apparently really helps me. It's kept me upright for the hinge. I tended to drop lower, so I'm kind of having this middle and lower back pull before I get to the legs. Or I would drop so low I'm trying to squat it up and my knees thrust forward. I struggle to find that sweet spot. The suit's so tight, I'm perfectly lined. So it's like of course, it's my strength getting it up, but I
Right.
can't pretend the suit makes a huge difference with that.
That's
pull
what
off
I
the
hear,
ground.
man. I hear
Yeah.
that squat suit's amazing.
It is. So there are squat suits and deadlift suits. They are a little
Yeah.
distinctive.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
The squat suits and deadlift suits. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in a perfect world, it probably should all be against the rules, but because it's not in Strongman in certain competitions, I mean, I can't compete if I don't use them, right?
Yeah.
What was funny about it, so you've seen Austin twice now, one in Vegas and now there, fall in his deadlift when he gets to early deadlift. I learned why. So my last one, 725, when I did the 675 before that, it yanks off the floor. I mean, I'm one of those guys that's it's quick and explosive off the floor. Some people grind a deadlift. I yank it. I'm pretty quick off the floor, and then I get to the knees and I can wrestle it up. The 675 flew up so fast. It started to whip, and I wasn't ready, and I thought I would hitch, but the hitch put me out of position. So it was actually like muscling it up.
Yeah, I know what
but
you're talking
imagine
about.
300 more pounds of that. You're
Yeah.
just going to fall back one or the other.
Right,
So
right.
with the suit, it actually really taught me to just straight up, squeeze the glutes and just drive, just keep
Okay.
the gas on. I'm excited to go back because I've trained with the suit the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm excited to go back to regular because I think it fixed my deadlift. Because
Yeah.
now I know what it feels like, So that's nuts. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
dude, it's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah. But we tease them about like the lifts, but it's insane. Like again, world records is just to say nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's forever.
Yeah.
Someone will beat it one day. I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah,
how
yeah. I think at one time I had 14 state records and 3 world records. But the last I checked, I'm down to I think 9 state records, and I think I only have 1 world record now.
That's pathetic, Mario. You need to get on your shit, bro. Do you know Jade Dickens?
I know who he is. Yeah.
She.
Oh, she. Yeah.
Very nice. She's major. She's done powerlifting, arm wrestling, strongman. Like she's in her 50s and like very pioneering.
Are we talking about Jade?
Jade, yeah.
Jade. I know who Jade is.
Oh yeah. So I've done 2 shows of hers. She's so nice,
Yeah.
and she does a lot like for people entering these sports. So she'll put on show after show after show just to get people involved.
Right.
So she saw my lift the other day. She's like, "Come do the world record, the Texas record breakers in February."
Oh wow.
I looked at it and I'm like, it feels funny because in powerlifting, like that's the record. That's it.
Right.
Maybe there's a 52-year-old out there that weighs 182 pounds that can bench more than you. I don't know, but there's a very low likelihood in my mind that they're not competing if they can.
Right.
But with her, it's a USS show, and it just is like I know I can get that Texas record based on the
Right.
number I saw. But like Austin, Nick,
Oh,
Trey
yeah.
live in the
Yeah,
state, like
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
know.
right, you know.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
true.
right now, I might be the 50th best deadlifter in Texas at best. So,
We're
yeah.
actually doing prints for all her meets now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
She redo her strongman shirts and her powerlifting shirts. Not all of them, but most of them now.
I'm glad to hear that. I want to
Yeah.
get into that because I'm glad that's exploding for you. So how's the strongman training going?
I love it. I feel like an athlete again.
It's a move, right?
Yeah. I feel like football again, or my baseball training, whatever I'm doing. I feel like an athlete. The mobility, the strength. I love sandbags.
The throws or the pick?
No, the picks.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love them. And the reason why I love them, I can see the transition from sandbags to jiu-jitsu.
Really?
Yeah, the manhandling of a sandbag and just the strength that it takes. Because sandbags, it's dead weight.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's extremely heavy.
I need you to do mine at OSG for me.
Yeah.
How heavy are you going to go? So the sandbag event at Metal Mayhem, this will come out after Metal Mayhem. So we'll make some predictions for you.
Yeah.
But one of the events, I actually, after OSG Regional, I was just in the gym chatting with Tim. And I was like, "Oh, bro, you got to put on a show again." He's like, "Yeah, I committed to it."
Yeah.
So like, let's talk about the event. So this one was my idea because I was like, the only problem sometimes with Tim's shows is I think it's very, very athletic, and sometimes the strength goes away.
Right.
So how do we make it with equipment that we have and highlight strength, but also people feel successful? If it's like a 300 log minimum, well, everybody fails with 3 people and no one feels good, right?
Right.
So max log made sense.
Right.
But that sandbag one, like, dude, just line up all the sandbags. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
can go as heavy as they go. So everybody's going to get 1 or
Right.
2 or 4, but there's some real grit to get up there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
How heavy are you going to go, man?
Well, my goal is I don't know what's going to be after the 200 that he's going to have. I don't know if he's going to have a 220 or 2.
I know we have a 250 out there. I think there's a
Right.
225 Husafel, but yeah, he could make one.
Yeah, but I want to get up to the 225 or 250. But I hit the 200 not too long ago. And,
Yeah.
dude, it was pretty heavy, but I felt good though.
What are you weighing right now?
I believe I'm in 180 now.
Probably feel good then, huh?
Yeah, I feel real good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gained a little bit of weight.
That's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
just that kind of non-lean, like there's super lean, but you don't feel good. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
there's that little bit of fluff that goes on top, like, now I feel normal.
I do feel normal. I feel strong. I feel
Yeah.
really strong. It's a different strength though. Definitely different strength.
I'm excited. I mean, you obviously had the base because you've been doing that kind of training.
Right.
But I mean, the difference for people, powerlifting is only squat, bench, and deadlift. And again, insane athletes do powerlifting. I'm not taking away.
Right.
But once you start to train in those areas, there starts to be gaps. You don't have an overhead.
No.
So, the bench translates to a degree, and you have to have mobility. I get that.
Right.
And
It's a big learning curve though.
I
I'm
bet.
still learning that overhead press. I mean, that log is huge on me. It's huge. Like I can't even look over it really when I have it up.
That's
It's
crazy.
Yeah, it's big.
I barely can. Yeah, you're just sitting there. It's a weird feeling on your chest too.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like it though. I'm like again, I've only been training strongman strictly for 8 weeks, 9 weeks, and still learning the movements, still learning the forms. But my log press is coming up pretty good. I mean, I'm feeling it's something that I really want to dial in and learn. But it's one of those lifts though. I know I'm going to be learning throughout.
Well,
powerlift.
I'm in
Strongman.
my 4th year, and even this prep for OSG, I found a new groove. Like I feel like I hit not just another weight, but a new level of technique. Like, and I think Austin would tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
As he progresses, and there's maybe 5 guys in the world stronger in log than Austin. That's just like I would assume that's even true for squat, bench, deadlift though. Like your technique continues to improve. You find
Yeah. I was
so-
constantly, especially on my bench, I was constantly trying to find that little edge.
Yeah.
And then with squats and deadlift, trying to find that perfect setup to just jerk that thing up. Get it up nice.
And for everybody, he did a mild arch bench, a high bar squat, and a conventional deadlift. So
Yes, conventional.
A conventional deadlift. So
I'm not a sumo deadlifter.
No French low bar,
No.
no sumo, and
No,
no
no.
super arch bench. He did the real shit. So
yeah, the real deadlift.
I'm so mean. I think it should just I don't want to disrespect people who lift a lot, but just make it a separate category. Just have sumo.
I mean, there's
deadlifters and
nothing
conventional.
against sumo. I mean, there's some people that can deadlift sumo, but I don't know. Call me old fashioned, old school. I want to do things that shows my true strength.
Yeah.
And capability, because it's for me. That's what I'm doing all this for. Is for me. I'm not going pro. I'm not. I pay for the meets to go to. Like I have to pay for the travel expenses.
That's every one of these sports.
Yeah,
That's strength sports in general.
Yeah.
Austin still works a job.
Right.
Like there isn't. This is all internal.
Yeah, this is something that we love to do.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's just passion and love and trying to better ourselves.
How are the throws coming? The sandbag throws.
Oh, I'm still learning. I pick Austin and Nick Spring all the time when I can, and especially when I'm working on them. And this last, I guess it was about 2-3 days ago, I worked on Nick and picked his brain on the sandbags because I know that dude is amazing when it comes to.
He might be the best thrower in the world right now.
Yeah.
It's like him or Tom Stoltman. So,
Yeah. That's why I was picking his brain.
Yeah, he knows. Dude.
Yeah, so
it's probably. I'm thinking a big transition for you has to be to the powerlifting. You can explode, but it's not like an explosive sport in that, like you don't get to jerk, you don't get to jump, you don't get to.
Right.
Everything in strongman is explosive.
Right.
So the overhead press is about a leg drive and a pop up.
Right.
The sandbag is all dynamic. It's not it's strength, but it's really explosive strength coming up.
And I think that's the one advantage that I do have in strongman is because I'm explosive.
Yeah.
I'm real explosive.
Well, the advantage is you're stupid strong. Like, let's start there. I mean, poor.
I guess for my age, I am pretty strong. You
guess the records. I'm looking at them right now, man. I love your competitor. You've got one competitor in the lightweight. Super cool guy.
Yeah, he's cool dude. Very cool dude. Very just chilled and laid back, and I like that.
Yeah, it's funny. You look at you, tatted up, kind of got the vibe, and I know you're like the nicest guy around.
Yeah.
He's tatted. Head to toe. Yeah. Looks like a dude who like ran a prison gang. And
right.
Like the softest spoken, nicest guy.
Right.
I'm excited to watch you guys go at it.
I am too. I mean, he does have an advantage towards me. He's been competing in strongman. He trains in strongman. But I'm excited, dude. The one thing I love is to compete.
It's really fun.
And Tim can tell you, like he saw it come out in Worlds when I've had a couple of people. Running their mouths, And I'm like, dude, you're just messing up, man, because I'm gonna give it to you, brother.
I think Tim at 2024 World's Strongest Man for Austin, he was in the group stage, and then they got to where he had a stone off to make it to the finals, and I think Tim lied to him that the guy who was in stone off was talking shit. And that guy was never talking shit. He was a nice guy. And I was like, well, fuck that guy. I got his shit now.
Well, the guy that I competed against at Worlds was actually talking shit.
Well, he was actually doing it.
Yeah, he was doing it right in my face.
I don't understand. Because is powerlifting like strongman? You've been around strongman a long time.
Right.
Just not competing. But we don't really have that. It's always praising each other up. Like, I want to beat you, but I want to beat the best version of you. And I want to watch you get your best numbers. Is that like that in powerlifting, or is that?
It is and not. I mean, especially at the world level, national level, we don't know each other because we don't run into the same meets except there.
At there, yeah.
And we talk a lot of shit to each other, but then afterwards, then we're cool with each other.
Sure, yeah.
Everything's nice because just for example, like some of the people that. I had one guy at Nationals, and at the time he had all the records, and he was sizing me up and talking to me, trying to say that, I hope you're here with your best lifts because I'm going to get you, little things. And my first lifts, after I did my first lifts, he realized, oh man, he already beat me. I beat him because his third lifts were my first lifts.
That's got to be so demoralizing.
Yeah, and I didn't, and I was just there. I didn't even know who he was. I had no clue who he was. I didn't, because I don't follow people. Like I don't keep up with who's the strongest in my class and who's the baddest or whatever. I'm just going to have fun and compete. And if somebody's there and wants to compete, then I'm just gonna give it my best, and I'm giving them a run for their money. I'm
really excited to watch you.
Yeah,
I think the whole show's gonna be fun. I think
there's gonna be some good people lifting at this weekend. I mean, I've already seen the girls' class compete because Jessica, my wife, she competed against two of them and was
Nancy and Jordan, right?
Yeah, she was neck and neck with them. I mean, she was sitting in third most of the meet with them. Yeah. And messed up on a couple of events and dropped her down to fourth.
It's just, it's a little unforgiving sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens. But she like to see that against those two girls. Those girls are beasts, man.
So it's Jordan and Nancy, and then they're competing against Jess Figueroa.
Yeah. I've never seen Jess compete. So, but I know who she is. Like, I know...
National
where she's
competitor.
Gone. I know everything about her. Yeah. But I've seen these other two girls, and they are.
I think they can push her.
God.
I think they can push her. I
think Natalie's she's. Oh
Nancy?
Man, Nancy. Yeah, Nancy.
Yeah.
That girl's gonna. I think she has a chance to win. Honestly.
I think it'll be interesting. I think they're both stronger than. Again, Jess is wonderful. I'm not rooting against her in any way. She's amazing, amazing athlete. But yeah, I think the gap might be smaller than someone like from the outside just looking at the accolades might believe. I agree with you. Yeah. And especially events like this that So one's a sandbag throw, which I think all 3 girls are going to get over the. So now it's effort.
Yeah.
The sandbag picks are going to be effort. That
Right.
last event is going to be effort.
Right.
So kind of the same in yours. Like you probably win the deadlift event just because of your pedigree, that just the lift that you are so familiar with.
Right.
But outside of that, 3 of the other 4 events are just straight effort. So 2 guys.
Yeah,
trying
we just
really
got to
hard.
go and see
Yeah.
who's going to last.
Yeah.
You know, and then again, you know, I don't know nothing about my log press other than I know where I want to be and know what I can do. I don't know where Joey's at. I've never seen him lift.
I've lifted with him. I know where he's at.
Oh, okay.
I know where he's at.
We'll talk afterwards.
We'll talk out. No, I don't care. It will come out till after. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think you both. I know he's at 155. I don't know if he's at 175 yet, but yeah, he's up there.
Oh, nice.
He does
nice.
okay.
That's really good. Then that's I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I think what's going to be fun with y'all too is I think you're both just going to have to hit every weight. I think where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So the opener, you both go. Next level, you just both go. You know what I mean? Like not much gamesmanship. Like who can just fucking hit the weight.
Yeah.
That'll be kind of fun to watch.
Well, my log press, I'm gonna go for 180.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been working out at 145 to 150 constantly.
And getting some reps with it.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
And
Yeah.
then so Tim believes we're gonna get 170 easily. But I want that 180. I want that 180.
Yeah,
and then
stop if you win, bro.
next year I want to hit that 200.
Stop if you win. If you win the event, just move on. Don't be that guy.
I guess I could. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. You know, because there's a lot.
There's 4 more events.
Yeah, there's a lot to go.
And again, like you said, Joey's been around a minute. And,
I know. Yeah.
Again, 3 of those 5 events are pure effort, and you give. Imagine failing. You know what I mean? Like hit a 180 and it just grooves, and then that exhaustion. So
yeah. I mean, you're right. You know, like I gotta rethink the game. You know, like they gotta have Tim as a coach. So you know, he's been doing this forever. So.
Yeah. No. Oh man, my events at Post here are pretty rough.
I bet.
It's a 340 or a 310 or 280 log for reps.
Oh,
so
man.
the 310's going up. I've already hit it several times, so I'm gonna do that for reps. But anybody hits 340s better. But my sandbags, bro, they're 300 and 325 for a steeplechase.
Oh man,
I'm gonna throw up so bad.
Oh man.
Again, keep in mind, I'm 100 pounds bigger. It's a little different. I'm nowhere near world records with my stuff there. It's gonna be fun. So, you were everyone's tattoo artist?
Yeah. I've become the gym's tattoo artist. It seems like.
You've done this forever, right?
Yeah. I could say I probably started at a really young age. Without my parents knowing. I started around 14, actually.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How do you start? Isn't the equipment expensive?
Well, I didn't have equipment then. It was basically, you know, a tape recorder, batteries, and, you know, tape recorder player, pull out the motor, big pin, prison style. Yeah.
I don't know this.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's kind of homemade tattooing.
I've only gone to professionals like you.
Yeah.
You can do it that way?
You can, yeah. I mean, it's not recommended, but when you're a kid and don't have any money and people are asking you to tattoo them, you know, you find ways to tattoo them.
How do you learn? Is it on the job? Is it just...
For me, it was.
Yeah?
For me, it was. Everything was on the job. Everything was trial by error, you know, and...
Error?
Yeah.
On a tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah, like some of my tattoos didn't stick, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, learning. I mean, I was young. I didn't know what I was doing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and thank God they didn't stick, you know.
So, but I mean, you made a lifelong career out of this, right?
Yeah, this is all I've done. I mean, I went to school as a graphic designer, illustrator, and painter, but got my degree in graphic designs.
This is crazy to me. Like, you have such an artistic mind. And
Right.
like, I'm excited to go through it. But then, I can look in your eyes, and it's the same one I have and Austin have when the weights are in front of us. Like, I don't know that normally those things go together.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think. I think
Yeah.
I'm pretty odd. I've always been the oddball, the what they call it, the black sheep.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty unnormal, I guess.
I'm sitting in the studio, and like, you know, it's just got like good oldies music on.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
art
yeah.
all around. It's just real, you know, doing this shit. we're just chatting it up. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
in the gym, he's like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me. Let me go.
I'm not very talkative in the gym. That's definitely true. It's kind of my getaway zone. But if somebody comes up and talk to me, of course I'm going to talk to them. I mean, that's how we are in the gym. We all talk to each other.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess I could give off that leave me alone
bad.
vibe,
But you're clearly focused.
Yeah, and that's something I don't try to do. I don't try to, I'm not there to intimidate or push people away or nothing like that. I'm pretty focused with my workouts. Awesome. They're very focused.
So graphic design, forgive the dumb question, but what actually is that? You're going to college for that?
Yeah, so I went to college. My senior year, I actually got, I was the top 5 student in college in graphic design. We had a guy come down that was looking for some graphic designers. It was an agency. And they were looking for some graphic designers. They looked at our portfolios, and I got picked.
Nice.
So straight out of college, had a job. And I did it for a while. Didn't really see eye to eye with the way they were being creative. And then I jumped to another company and just hit it off with them. Did really well with them. And started having other companies asking me to work with them. And then finally I realized, I'm doing all this work for people. Why not do it for myself? Mm-hmm. And started my own design firm.
Okay. How long ago was that?
So that was in 96.
Okay. Wow.
By 97, I became business, from actually in San Antonio here, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce elected me as Business Owner of the Year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have a plaque. It's all in the newspaper. You can
it's really cool.
You can Google my name and it'll come up.
This whole time, though, you're still doing tattoo shops, too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm still tattooing off on the side, making extra money. By, I think it was 98, I had a partner. Things didn't work out. We kind of split the business, and I went on my way. And when I turned 30... my wife then, I just told her, I'm done. I'm going to retire, and I'm just going to tattoo. And that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still do graphic design work for some of the companies that remember me. So I get jobs here and there every once in a while. But I mainly focus more on my graphic designs with friends that want logos or T-shirt designs and for the T-shirt business that I have now.
So I know you've done some heavy metal stuff.
I've done some heavy metal stuff, yes.
You did the Texas Boy stuff, Austin, Nick and Austin stuff.
Oh, yeah, I redid their logo for them, their shirt now.
Yeah, yeah. Any other local businesses we would know that you work? If you're allowed to say, I don't know if that...
Local businesses around here, let me think. Top of my head, I can't think of anyone really. Most of the companies are not from San Antonio, actually. I have a furniture company out of Mexico. One of my biggest accounts was I did a project for an agency which was for Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So I designed. It was the Day of the Dead theme, and they were looking for a graphic designer. I came up with the logo and the poster designs and everything, and they used it through their agency for Miller Lite. I got paid for it, but I didn't get any credit for it.
Yeah.
It was because it was through an agency.
So when I was looking up, I found one little case, and we'll talk about tattooing later on when we get there. But a lot of the cases I found involving tattooing, I was just trying to find something fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Was copyright or trademark infringement.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're doing the designs, I come to you and say, I want Fiegel off. I want that redone.
Mm-hmm.
How do you avoid that? I mean,
Well, as far as logo designs?
Logo designs or anything in graphic design. How do you make sure you're not trademarking? There's
one thing
pieces of content out there.
Yeah. So we have catalogs now where you can go back and look at past logos and past designs. Most companies or mostly big corporations won't mess with you. If you're someone really small and I know a lot of artists that do it where they will take for example, like Walt Disney, and come up with their own T-shirt design that kind of represents Walt Disney, but they changed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Disney, like they're too big of a company to even bother with them. You know,
I got you.
they won't mess with them. But there are some companies that will.
Yeah.
One is well, there's a band right now that's really bad about doing it, and going back to tattooing, they're going after tattoo artists for doing portraits of their logos or anything. That's Sleep Token,
Okay.
the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're taking a lot of legal actions against all that. So when you hear something like that, then you just stay away from it.
I got you. Yeah.
I don't deal with it.
But in general, it's not a problem.
It's really not. And then most of the time, if it is, they'll just tell you, "Hey, you can't sell that no more."
Yeah, and you're just
And,
like, okay.
and you're just like, "Okay," and you just get rid of it. You know,
Yeah.
you just don't put it out no more.
So what's the creative process like? I want to get to tattooing in a little bit because that's my favorite part.
Okay.
But what's it, if I came to you, all right, I need to, for whatever reason, I'm done with this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it? Or Heavy Metal comes to you or the Texas Boys do? Do you say, what do you want? Give me a little bit of insight to like how you come to that.
So creatively, I there's a lot of things that I do. I do a lot of research on, for example, okay, what type of law are you practicing? Give me bullet points.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some wordage that represents you, and I look at all those words. I look at what you represent, and I look in those words to find what I can use as an actual element or graphic to put together that will represent your business by just a logo.
Yeah.
Now that could also represent by, there's so many different types of logos, and a lot of people don't realize this. There's graphic, there's icons, there's letters, there's word logo, there's badge logo, there's so many different types of logos, and I'll design something and present it in a way that, and explain how I came about this logo, so you understand what this logo represents and what it, and how it will impact your business.
Yeah.
But I also started off, though, before we even get to that, with a bunch of thumbnails and sketches of some ideas. And I'll take probably like the 10 best ideas, send them your way,
Okay.
and say, okay, what direction do you like? Where do you think we're going to go? Where do you feel? And let's say there's 5 of them that you like, or some of them that you want to put together, or this and that you want to see. I'll start making those changes, work on those 5, start narrowing them down, and then we'll look at those 5 and decide, okay, which one's really the one that really kind of catches my eye, represents who I am.
Yeah.
Then we will narrow down to that one, clean it up, tighten it up, make any changes we need to, and I'll continue modifying that one until it's like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my process.
It sounds fun.
It's extremely fun, but it's a lot of work. I don't think people realize that it's a lot of work. I work, as an artist, I work all the time, 24 hours, basically.
I wanted to ask that, like, just conceptually, I have an idea of your schedule just because we're friends,
Mm-hmm.
but you get up and probably, enjoy being married and do that, go to the gym 10, 11 or whatever it is for you.
Right.
I know you have a lot of tattoo commitments in the afternoons.
Right.
So, I mean, do you have a dedicated time, 2 hours a day, I'm logo thing, or is it through the day, like it's on your mind a little bit?
Well, I can't stop thinking creatively.
Yeah.
That's where the gym comes to play for me.
To shut it all down?
Yeah. That's the only time I can shut off work.
Yeah.
And I don't even consider it work. And that's really bad because the girls kind of get upset at me because I'm constantly working. And I don't take enough time to relax and enjoy my time. I love being creative.
It's a hard mix, though, because, if you love what you do, what's the phrase? Like, if you love what you do, it's not work.
It's not work.
And I do believe there's a lot of truth to that, but you do need time to earn.
You really do. And I've learned that. Actually, it wasn't until Jessica, my second wife.
Y'all just hit 2 years, right?
2 years marriage, yes.
Yeah.
But we've been together 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jessica made it a point. She's like, no, she handles my scheduling. So she's like, no, you're taking 2 days off now.
Love it.
And so I take 2 days off, where before her, even through my first marriage, I worked 7 days a week, every single day, and no days off.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Yeah, because I've used you, obviously. My arms are covered up a little bit.
Yeah.
Most of my chest and arms. So I guess, so for tattooing, kind of a similar, I'm sure most people, or a large percentage of people come to you and say, I want this. Like, I have this. But I know that for me, I said, hey, I have this idea. Yeah, run with it.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite? Is that what you enjoy?
Well, that's, since I am private, majority of my clients are that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you just got relationships at this point. And,
yeah. So they know what I can do. They know my level. They know I can do pretty much any style. There's certain styles that I like to do more than others, of course, but I love just tattooing.
Yeah.
So I don't care what style it is. I'm going to tattoo it.
My first one's over here, and it's a swamp monster.
Right.
The Rougarou.
I remember that day, too.
So I asked him, all I have at that point is, I think you had done the names for me, and I think you had done the little, the thing from Deadpool here for me. But like, I knew you were good, but again, you hadn't done anything that I challenged you at all. And you've done Fiegel Austin, and you're like, all right, man, let me get with it. And I have this idea for the Swamp Monster, but I didn't know what kind. I didn't know what. Right. And so I think I sent you like 10 screenshots of online stuff. And then you sent me back a sketch, and I had no idea what I was looking at. And so I'm like it looked like a kid had drawn it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this looking at?
The line drawing.
The line drawing. Yeah. And I'm like, and I don't know what to say, because like, I want to be nice to this guy. He's been nice to me. And I had to meet you at the gym for you to explain, like, Beau, here's the picture, you dumbass. Like, this is what I'm actually. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I think Austin was trying to tell you.
He started to tell me, and I'm like, I'm missing it. What am I missing?
Yeah,
like,
he's like, hey, dude, that's just a line drawing. That's what they used to put on you.
I was so embarrassed later. So what was cool though? So you did that, which was amazing, and you told me, follow up, bro. We're making a swamp around this. It's not even. It's not complete.
Yeah. I was like, dude, we got to put a background on this thing.
Yeah. This one, again, I got to show them. I'll put pictures on when we post this. I gave you a picture, but you made it 10 times better. So it was the Gohan with the dragon, but you changed both. Scaled it, obviously. Like, my arm's not a piece of paper.
Right.
There. You tied it into a tattoo I already had, just seeing, this is crazy. My favorite's this, because I just gave you the characters.
Yeah.
And said block them, and you picked it all. That was fantastic. Yeah. And just, so, no. It was fun.
Oh, but that's how I like to work. I like to, I can visualize stuff in my head already before, like, if you tell me something, I'm already visualizing it in my head.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I can see it, and I know what's going to work.
Yeah. I love it. I think for people wanting to get tattoos, find an artist you love, because it was, I never would have come up with these things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't know what's best. Like, so now that I trust it, it's like, no, he's got it. I promise.
Yeah.
My wife came in, my now wife. We're at 2 months. So, but she had that arm piece was incomplete from another artist. And you not only completed it, but sharpened it up. But you also did that cardinal for her on her shoulder.
A cover-up.
That was, I forgot that was a cover-up.
Yeah, cover-up.
Yeah, and that was fantastic.
Yeah, I remember, I think she was telling Jessica that she gets a lot of compliments on that.
She does, yeah. So she'll wear, you know what I mean, like any kind of dress or anything that's just the back shows. Oh, dude, people come up to her all the time. Nice. Some dude will come up and be like, what the fuck? No. Yeah, that's cool. So you still do tattooing?
I still tattoo, yeah. I'm still, I consider myself as a part-time tattoo artist because I only work certain days and certain hours.
Yeah. I knew I was good with you when my wait time wasn't a month. It was like 2 weeks. Then I knew I was good.
Yeah, well, the people that, my friends that are coming to me regularly, I try to putting them in on a regular basis. Yeah.
But you also run, so now it's M.A.D Threads.
M.A.D Threads, yes.
And is it fair to call it a t-shirt company? Is that?
I would say that, yeah.
Okay.
We're basically just shirts and cap. We're breaking into caps now a little bit.
Okay.
We got a couple
stickers
of them.
too, right? Like,
we do stickers, yes, stickers, and we're talking about some other products, but we're not really sure yet. We might test them out and see how they do, but mainly definitely t-shirts.
Everything's produced at home, right?
Everything's done in-house. Everything. All the ideas that I come up with, sometimes, all three of us, it started off with just one design, which was an idea that I had for a t-shirt to help pay. Actually, it started off by trying to make money to pay for one of my world's trip.
Nice.
That's how it got started, actually. So I came up with the t-shirt design, posted it, had a lot of people interested in it. It did really well. It actually, I didn't spend any money on that actual shirt. I had so many pre-orders that it paid for the actual printing of that shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And made extra money for the actual trip.
Good.
And it did so amazing and great. I had a lot of other people that asked me, okay, when's the next shirt? And I'm like, well, I wasn't planning on doing another shirt, but I'll come up with another one. And then it just kind of went from there. And then Jessica got involved by doing markets and selling the shirts. And then Julie came along after, I think, the third or fourth shirt. She wanted to be part of it, and she contributes so much. Both girls. Yeah. I couldn't, like where we're at now, I couldn't do it without them. Oh, it'd just be too hard.
Are they gonna have a booth at Mayhem?
No, we're not doing a booth this year.
Okay.
The reason is because it's my first Strongman.
They want to watch.
So they want to watch the whole thing. Like nice. they usually whenever I compete, they usually want to watch. They want to check it out.
It'll be fun, man.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, how many designs are you selling right now? Because I think you cycle through, right? Like you don't always.
Yeah. So we're tapering off a lot of them right now because the new year's coming, but I think at the moment we have maybe 25 designs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 designs.
I've got like 6 of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, well, you do. You and your wife, man. Yeah. Well, that's the great thing is that we're getting so much support from just the community that we're in. But it's also, that's what we kind of cater to. It's just strictly the power, strength, the lifting, of it.
But that obviously touches, like, my wife doesn't lift. You know what I mean?
Right.
It touches everyone.
But we do shirts that are non-lifting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, you got some fun ones. Like, I can't remember, but the one with it's like a black shirt with the white, like, skull or, with a cowboy hat.
Oh, that's the Born Texas. That was my very, very first shirt.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, that was the very first one.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You've got the What a Booty one with the
What a
voluptuous
Booty
girl.
Yeah.
The I'm Horny one with the horned toad lizard is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I've got that one.
Yeah,
I know I've got several more.
Yeah.
I've got the one I can't remember the band. That's kind of
the Metallica or Iron Maiden one?
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, yeah. So Iron Lifting.
Iron Lifting, yeah. I don't think I have the Metallica one. I got to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, just always just kind of this clever. A lot of them themed around lifting.
Well, most of them themed around lifting or Texas. I try to stick with Texas themes. You
had one with the something like Two Girls. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, two tacos are better than
That's
one.
It, yeah.
Yes. You want to hear a little?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. So the whole theme of that is because of, well, my ladies, my wife. And,
I wasn't sure if you were willing to say this. So
Yeah. So,
but you're married, but y'all are open with another woman, and you're
just one though. Like
we're not an open couple, but y'all three are a unit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So So my wife and I we have a girlfriend. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, but that shirt was themed after them. Yeah.
Katie, my wife, wanted to know if the What a Booty, one of the girls was a model for it, and I'm like, I can't look at the shirt if that's. One of the girls from the gym is the model for it. I know who it is.
I know you know who it is. Yeah. We don't want to say her name.
We're not going there.
No,
but yeah,
no.
That's crazy. Oh man. So all right. So currently you do tattooing, and then the shirts. I guess those are your primary incomes now. Those two things.
No. Shirts is definitely still not our income.
Okay.
Every money that we make off of it, we're putting it right back into the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have consistency? Like, is it consistent month to month right now?
Yeah. We're busy. Like we have.
Where are your sales coming from? Is it online?
So our sales come mainly from the meets that we do.
Okay.
There's where the majority of our money is coming. But we do so many meets now that we have organizations that we're doing shirts for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Jade is one of them.
Right.
We do a lot of shirts for Jade, TSS. We do 2 shirts for TSS.
This is Texas Strength Systems, does a lot of powerlifting.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, I know I'm going to mess this up. I think it's UPL.
Okay.
That organization, UPL, which is Primal's organization. Yeah. So Blake and Shelby.
Yeah.
So we do all their shirts.
Nice.
And then we have a couple of other organizations, big ones that are talking to us about doing their stuff. And they're smaller or other gyms. Like we have a gym in San Angelo. We have a gym we just finished a gym in Dripping Springs, Austin. Like
That's awesome.
we have gyms that are reaching out now because they
That's
see
awesome.
our shirts all the time. Like members are wearing their shirts now.
Okay. Because you came with us to Ho Ho Heat Wave, and I forgot the name of the gym with I forgot her name.
Yeah, I don't remember her name. Yeah.
Her Instagram is Little Salami, but I can't remember her name.
I don't remember her name either.
Very nicely, but
yeah.
you were there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were selling shirts there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do great. We do amazing at these. Our online it's every once in a while, here and there.
Well, it's probably people like me who've had several, and like I want that design.
Yeah.
Also, I bet too. I would ask when you promote a new design. I assume I'm not the only one that's like, hey, I want one. Like I'm sure. There's
We get people. We have. It's funny. Like this last one that we just came out with, the Elvira design.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had people from New Mexico, California. Like we have people from around
Katie
reaching
loved that one.
out.
Yeah.
Going, hey, dude, I want that design because our Instagram is just growing, and people are seeing it and they're like, dude, that design is sick. I want it.
We're gonna put. So you think you have 4 Instagrams total? You have your personal one.
My personal one. Well, I really don't have a personal one. I have my tattoo one.
Yeah.
I have my gym one.
Okay.
My graphic designs, and then the T-shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure all those are posted up.
Oh, nice.
Any other socials for you?
No, that's it. That's all.
And do you have a website, or is the social the website?
No, so we do have a website, but we're in a transition of switching it over to another website.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if people want to reach out for products, just go to the Instagram.
Just go to our Instagram, yeah, and
Okay.
then you just DM us, and we'll get back to you.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through some questions. She came up with some, but it was fun just to talk.
Yeah.
So she asks, how does tattooing and training overlap in terms of patience, focus, and control?
Ooh. Well, there's a lot. I mean, being patient is probably the biggest, especially dealing with clients. And then as far as, lifting, you got to just be patient with the process.
Yeah.
Not like you with some clients who are kind of like, oh man, like, really, dude, or but you just want to listen to them, want to hear what they have, and work with them and through with their ideas, and trusting the process that your coach is giving you with the your workout, and just being patient, knowing that you're gonna lift this heavy weight, but it's got to be patient to get there.
It's hard because I haven't trained as long as you, but I've trained a long time. You've trained a long time. We're in a place now, like, I know if I walk to the gym right now, I'm not picking up 700 pounds today.
No.
I know I can.
Right.
Right? You've got to get to a place, like that growth is very incremental later.
Right.
Once you've trained a while. But when you first go to the gym, those first 6 to 12 months, it's exponential. I mean, you're waking up parts of your body you didn't know. And I think people, they have that first year of just progress. Weight falls off, muscle goes on. You're benching 95, and now you're benching 225, and you're just on top of the world. You don't realize, there's a wall coming.
Yeah.
And getting from, whatever those numbers are. I mean, imagine you're a world record holder, and you want to get 5 more pounds. It was a world record for a reason.
Yeah. So there's, that's where patient comes big time. Like hitting those world levels weights. You're only doing 5 pounds at a time. Like 5 pounds is heavy.
It gets really heavy.
Yeah, it gets real heavy quick. Or you're putting on that, that 2.5 or whatever. You're just like,
What I love about it though, powerlifting, strongman, it's. I mean, you watch some strongman. You're
Oh
familiar.
yeah, I watch it all the time.
You know who Eddie Hall is?
Oh yeah.
When he pulled 500 kilos in 2016, the record before that was 463. Wow. So it was 1,030 pounds, something like that, 1,020 pounds. That they announced the year before that we're going to go for 500 kilos. So the night he gets 500, people don't remember, him, Jerry Pritchett, and Benedict Magnuson all pulled 465 kilos. They all broke the world record that night. And then they all came out for 500. Benedict broke the ground. Jerry almost broke the ground. You know, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
And then Eddie pulls it. My point is, like, you have to, like, break what we even think is possible.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so, I mean, I'm not that. You're not that. But, like, world record means no one's done this before. No 50 to 45 or 50 to 54-year-old has benched whatever that number was.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
Period. That we've ever recorded, right?
Right.
And it's hard to... that kind of mindset's different, you know.
Yeah, it's real different. But you know what? I think it all, like, I already knew I was going to be able to do it. Like, you know, it's already, like, it's all mental. Everything that we do is mental.
Yeah.
You know?
But that comes from the discipline you have training up too.
Oh,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I've talked about this with Austin and everybody else. Like, it's everything outside of the gym though too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's the support that you have outside the gym is a huge factor.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my wife, our girlfriend, they know, like, they understand, they support me 100%. I support them 100% in whatever they're doing, you know, and that's how we work. And when you have that support and then you have the support in the gym, everything just flows nicely.
I think that's my biggest mental hurdle in 10 days when I compete is the pressure. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself, but the sacrifice of my wife, my kids, the investment from Austin, Nick, the gym, friends, the encouragement, like the guys in my legal community, everybody's like, holy shit, like, congratulations.
Right.
And like, you don't want to let them down. And that's the struggle I'm having right now is like, I'm not going to win OSG this year. I know that. That's okay. Like Dimitri Dimitar is like putting 340 for 12.
Oh, I mean,
I
come
get
on.
it. Yeah. But I do think in 2 or 3 years, there's a world where I can do that. But, you know, maybe I make the finals, but more importantly, like, I just want it to be the best performance I'm going to have. But it's hard not to, like, look at numbers or look at the results. And, like, you know, I invested all this time, took all this time away from work, took all this time away from my family. And then you want a result to show that, you know. But the result is I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I need to accept that. But it's hard to do for me.
Well, I think what I did different, again, I'm not a big person that likes to be on social, but I am on social a lot because of all the platforms that I have. But I don't like being on there. And I don't look at, like I was telling you earlier, I don't look at other people's lifts or records or whatever that's going on. So a lot of times I don't know about a world record until the day of.
Really?
Yeah. Like when I was at Nationals, I didn't know that I was at a point to get the world record for my deadlift until one of the lifters said, dude, you can get a world record here.
Wow.
And I just told him, hey, we're going to go for a world record on our deadlifts. Okay. So he walked in and told him. But no, but we've talked about this already because there's been times, like the very first time, I didn't know I could get a Texas record on bench at my very first meet until someone brought it up to my attention. Yeah. And I asked Tim at that meet, I was like, Tim, I think we were going to go for 280. I don't remember, 280, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And the world record, I mean, not the world record, but the Texas record for that meet, or for Texas at the time, I believe was 282 or 284. And my first two lifts were just going, they were flying. Yeah. And when they told me that, I told Tim, I was like, dude, I'm only this much away. I want to go for it. And Tim was hesitant at first. He was kind of like, we already had a plan, Yeah. And he surprised me. I went up there. I didn't know what the weight was. I didn't know what was going on. I did it, racked it, and they said Texas record.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, what? Kind of looking around, and then I had to take off my belt, I don't bench with the belt, but I had to take off my straps, and they had to look at my straps, make sure everything was legal. pat me
crazy.
down. And I was like, holy crap, I just got the Texas record.
Yeah.
And then after that, then we've been kind of like planning but he knew where I was at as an athlete. My training, of course, I train with him, so he knows how I train. And we would have talks. We would sit there and specifically talk about, this is what we're going to do at this meet so we can get this record.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do at this meet so we can get this record. I remember Austin one time walked in when me and Tim were talking about world records, and Austin's kind of looking at me like, and looking at Tim, and he's sitting there like, just, I can't believe y'all are talking about records, like world records that like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and this was before he even was in worlds, you know, or, you know, in that platform, or he wasn't even a pro strongman athlete at the time, you know, and me and Tim were talking about world records, and he's just kind of like, what?
I'm excited to have Tim on because like you're an amazing athlete. Jess is, Jackie before in that same era as you.
Yeah.
Like he has so many athletes through the gym that, you know, Austin deservedly gets the accolades and Nick.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just.
Well, where they're at now. I mean, look at them.
Yeah,
it's you know, they're.
Yeah, but I mean, throughout different sports, just different disciplines, weight classes, ages, both sexes, like just all over the place and like world level.
I'm not totally sure, but I remember telling Tim in one of our workouts, I remember telling him, I'm going to bring you the very first world record in powerlifting. And I don't know if anyone's ever been at Worlds at that time. And I ended up bringing him a world record, dude. And then ended up bringing, of course, more. But I remember him telling him that, and he was like, okay, let's do this. And, you know, and to believe in yourself, you know, like I said, it's all mental, and knowing that you can do this, that's where it's at. It's all mental.
I won't tell you the person because we know him. I'll tell you after. But there's another friend of mine, like deadlifting next to me, and it's a number in his head. And like the number before will go up, you know, 40 more pounds, and it's stuck on the floor. Like,
yeah.
Just turn your glutes on a drive, bro. And you can see, but I've done that before too. Like you get whatever the hurdle is.
Well, we all done it, you know. We hit a block every once in a while, you know, and there it's, you know, it happens to all of us.
I remember the last log I hit, Austin. We were texting because I showed the videos. Like, what am I going for next? Because we were hitting not a full 1 rep max, but like RP 9.5. Like we're gonna push this, and he's like, just what did he say? Just keep the gas on and believe. Like that's it. Like let's just stop doubting that I can look at you and tell you where the number's at. You know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even like knowing numbers.
Right.
I like Tim won't tell me my numbers. He knows what I can do, and especially on that day, if he sees me, he's like, "Oh, I know what he can do."
Dude, Strongman's gonna be such a good fit for you because very rarely, especially at our level, you know, only at like 2 shows a year with Austin are they calling their own weights for like a max deadlift, and that's 1 or 2 events a year. But it's just here's the weight and just go. There's no talking about it. This is what you're gonna do. This is the event, and so there's nothing to think about.
I love it. Like right. And that's how I am though. Like when I'm learning something, of course, I'm dialing it in, I'm trying to figure out the form, I'm trying to find the sweet spot. But when the weight starts getting heavier, then I'm like, we're gonna lift this thing.
Yeah. Honestly, this prep was the first time I think I just keep the gas on the lift.
Yeah.
It's gonna go or it's not.
Yeah.
It fails, it fails, but just keep the gas on.
Oh yeah.
You'll pick up more than you want. And that's crazy. I don't want to read this question, but close to it. What's in your mind before a lift? Especially powerlifting, you hitting these world records. Like, all right, do you have
nothing?
Do you have a cue? Do you have like 1 or 2 cues you keep in mind? Or? No, really.
No, there's literally nothing. Like it's what's weird is that when I do an actual lift, I don't hear nobody. Yeah. I hear nothing. Sometimes I don't even remember doing the lift.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm so focused on just getting it up.
Is it like on TV where it like gets so ringing?
Yeah,
like
it just kind of and the only person I can actually hear, well, when it comes to powerlifting, is the calls. The guy who's calling. That's the only person I focus on, and that's all I hear. Like if he's like, you know, squat, bench, whatever, you know, I listen to the commands, and that's it.
That's crazy.
Everything, like I don't, sometimes being up on and seeing the crowd, like I don't even remember seeing the crowd. Like I don't even remember like looking out and seeing people. All I see is the judge in front of me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't, I don't think about anything. I just go up there, and I already know I can do the weight.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, I can do this weight. I mean,
It is.
Tim's not going to put something up there that I'm not going to be able to do.
Yeah.
So I go up and I just do it.
Oh man, I always have a cue. Like it's always, and it's very simple. So deadlift, it's head up and squeeze your ass. Like that's it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it breaks down because everything else is practiced. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like a mechanic log is I have one cue. It's jump.
Jump.
I swear to God, it's here.
Yeah.
Jump. That's it. That's the only thing I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think of nothing.
That's crazy.
Because
it's so drilled. I guess you just have it.
yeah, it's just one of those things though. Like you do all that during your training.
Yeah.
You do it all during your training, and when it comes to competing, I don't think of nothing. I'm like, all right, I've already done the training. I've already done the process. I know what I'm doing. Just go do it.
Austin's advice to me, and is what I want to take to heart, because I'm on a world stage for the first time. Like this is crazy to me. Is just have fun.
Yeah.
You're lifting weights.
Yeah.
You're lifting weights. Like this is what is the talk about. You
Yeah,
get to go
and that's
freaking
what I
lift
tell
weights.
everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people that all the time. Dude, you're just lifting weights.
Yeah.
Just go up and just lift it.
You lift it.
Yeah, that's all you're doing. I mean,
I like this question. Lessons from Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai that carry over into your business or art.
oh, dude, there's a lot. Discipline, just discipline. Just Muay Thai, I started that at a very, very young, I wouldn't say young age, but I was in my 30s. I'm
Yeah.
55 now. So I started when I was in my 30s.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. But before then, I was boxing, so I
Mhm.
boxed. I did a little bit taekwondo, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's discipline and sticking and just constantly going over your drills, your exercises, and knowing that you can't get to the next level until you're disciplined and focused on this one.
This
You
is
know?
crazy. Again, we said it a second ago, but like, there's a cliche or just a thought that like creative minds are almost like this disorganized version of a human being,
Right.
right man or left brain, whatever it is, and then sort of like a military or athletic or competitive brain is what you just described.
Right.
It's weird that you're both.
Well, you want to hear something funny though?
Yeah.
Is that a lot of artists? You're right. A lot of artists are very unorganized, just scattered everywhere. I can't work if my area is dirty.
Yeah.
I can't work if there's something that's not where it's supposed to be, and the girls see it sometimes. Like if we're screen printing something, and I see something on our work areas, I'm moving stuff, and it's weird to me. Like and in my tattoo station, it's like everything's got its spots perfect.
I mean, I
and-
figured that would be, but only for the health part. Like it didn't dawn.
Right,
on me, wasn't-
right.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but no, I'm just that way. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh man. Advice for anyone trying to channel their passion into creative success. Anyone who wants to move into something creative, graphic or tattooing, but in a more creative, artistic
I say
expression.
just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do it because we all started out like, basic. I started out just learning how to draw a circle and a square. I mean, that's what we did as kids. As kids, we all were artists at one
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
All of us. Some of us just kind of honed into it and kept going with it. So we're all artists. You just got to go back to being a kid again and having fun and doing it. That's all it is. It's just doing it. And just like anything else, the more you do it, the better you get.
Do you have any like sources of inspiration? Like, and I mean more in the honing your craft. Like, do you practice? Like, I'm not trying to sound dumb. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, I guess you're just too far into it now. But like, when you're developing, do you practice drawing? Do you practice like? Is that a dumb question, maybe? Like, I don't know.
At the level that I'm at now, I'm drawing every single day. So no matter what I'm drawing, I'm practicing and I'm doing. I'm being creative. Like if it's a logo, I'm drawing. I'm being creative, I'm doing sketches. If it's a T-shirt design, I'm drawing, I'm sketching, I'm doing research, tattoo, drawing. I draw every single day, all the time. And there's some times that I'm drawing for all three of them, and there's some days that I'm drawing just for one or maybe two of them. And then there's days where if I'm not drawing, I'm drawing something that I have an idea of. There's where I'll start doing some of my freelance stuff, like some of my paintings or
Yeah.
things that are not, I'm not making money doing. Just
Mhm.
they're just for me to get something out creative.
Are you fun to be around? Or are you weird?
No, I'm very fun.
Okay.
I'm actually really fun. It's funny. It's what's funny is that I don't think the people, my close friends, the people that really know me, will tell you that I am funny and probably the coolest person to be around.
Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like that at the gym. I
Yeah.
know that people are like, they'll say hi, and
Yeah.
this and that. But again, I'm focused. When I take my work, I'm very serious. Wherever I go, I'm a very serious person when it comes to work.
Yeah.
But if we're out hanging out and we've become close enough, you'll see the fun part of
Okay.
me. Yeah. I'm definitely not a strict no blah type person.
Well, it's funny. Both of us in our lives, both of us have some partying backgrounds and some lifestyle backgrounds.
Yeah.
Choices we would have made different.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
both of us in different places now. Healthy
yeah.
relationships, healthy choices, and
Right.
business driven. So I don't know that I'm fun. I don't know. It depends on the day. Depends on the day.
Well, what's
yeah.
funny is that in my days when I was partying all the time, everybody always made sure that I was there to party with them.
Yeah.
Because they already knew, oh yeah, Mario's gonna come party with us. But thank God those days are gone.
Yeah.
I mean, my drinking was bad. Like it was bad.
Been there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. I like this. She asked, when you're designing or tattooing, what inspires you the most? And she writes, emotions, storytelling, or pure creativity. But you can take that in here. What gives you the most inspiration? I know just excellence. I know you just want to be good at your craft in general.
Right.
But when you're designing, is there any other extra inspiration or anything?
Well, one is that I like to listen to the person that's getting the tattoo. I'll ask them questions.
Yeah.
Ask them what they visualize and what they're seeing, and I'll take that to become creative. While I'm drawing, I love to listen to music.
Yeah.
I don't listen to. It's got to be the right mood music. There's certain music that I like to listen to when I'm being creative, because it kind of puts me in this little trance where I'm thinking outside the box, and so when I'm drawing, it kind of helps me flow that way.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
She asked, what's one tattoo that challenged you creatively or technically, and what you learned from it? But anywhere you want to go, a major tattoo, or was there a challenge that you remember? I know you're just elite now, but was there a time like, oh shit?
Yeah, no, there was.
Yeah.
I would have to say my very first portrait that I ever did was very challenging for me. I started out as a traditional artist and worked in traditional shops, but it was an owner that actually saw my sketchbook and said, "Dude, why are you a traditional artist? You draw realistic. You should be doing portraits."
What does that mean, traditional artist?
So traditional artist is bold lines, very simple bold lines, bold and bright colors. The Sailor Jerry tattoos, those works. Eddie, just Ed Hardy. Couple examples that people might know who they are because they're like they've gone mainstream as far as their artwork.
Sure.
Like on shirts and liquor bottles and posters and stuff like that. So if I mention those things, people know who they are and their artwork, and that's traditional work.
But your versus realistic, is that the...
Yeah. So one of my when I was working at a shop, the owner saw my sketches and was like, "Do you draw naturally, realistically? You should be tattooing this. This is just natural for you." And I never thought about it because all the shops I worked at were all traditional shops. And I just said, okay, let me try it, and kind of twinkled with a couple of people and here and there, but nothing, not portrait wise, just, an animal, realistic animal or something that I know that I could cheat on a little bit here and there. But then I had my first client that wanted a portrait, and they said, "Hey, bro, you got a portrait?" And I'm like, "Oh, dang!" Like, All right. So I went home. I drew the portrait. I shaded it and practiced before the actual appointment, and I had it all figured out and did it, and that person became a longtime client.
Nice.
Yeah.
I asked you this when I was in your studio once, but didn't you have someone misspell their name and give you their own name?
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So we have this process where you have to come in and fill out a form, and especially when it comes to names, we have them write out the actual name on the form.
Yeah.
And this man came in, just had a brand new baby, newborn,
Oh my God.
and it was all excited about it. Wanted his little girl's name on him, so I said, "Okay, just spell it out for me on this form." And saw it, did the design, double check. Like, I'm bad about that. Like, I triple check my work, especially when it comes to names, words, whatever. Did it. Looked at the paperwork, looked at the name, went letter by letter to make sure, and then showed it to him. He loved it, put it on him, tattooed him. The next day, he came in with his wife. His wife is yelling at me, yelling at the artist, or at the owner, saying, "You misspelled his name, blah, 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 this, and that." I'm like, the owner's coming to me like, "Dude, you misspelled it?" And I'm like, "No, it's on the form." And she pulled out the form, looks at it, and looks at the name like, "Your husband wrote it. Yeah, he just did what he wrote." The wife was so furious with him, but he was blaming us. And, but that was...
He might not have expected her to go to the tattoo shop.
Right? Yeah. So I guess he thought he got away with, blaming us, and I had it all in paper. And
Man.
Yeah.
Did y'all try to cover it or something like that?
There was no fixing. Like, we couldn't fix it. It was like, misspelled.
An E versus a Y or something like that.
Yeah, there was a letter that was completely missing, and the way I designed it, everything just flowed nicely, and there's no way I could squeeze in another letter or cover it up.
So he'd have to full uncover. Wait till it heals.
Yeah, if we were gonna, I didn't see him after that. He never came back, so I don't know if he got it covered up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. Is there a story behind why it's called Mad Threads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, if you looked at the actual logo, it's M.A.D. And that stands for Mario Art and Designs.
Oh, okay.
And if you look at the logo,
I'm laughing at myself because I'm dumb. That's an M, right?
It's an M.
Yeah.
And then half of it is the A, and the other half is the D.
Ah.
Mad Threads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like you had a graphic designer who knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Well, who knew? Who knew what I was doing?
Is that your newest one?
No. This is an old design. It's the deadlift shirt.
How have I not seen that one?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
We have people that... It's so weird. This design is actually getting close to being
phased out.
Yeah. But we're getting a lot of people now that are seeing it. They're like, "Dude, I want to get that deadlift shirt." I'm like, "Dude, that shirt's almost gone. If you want it, you better get it now."
Yeah.
Do you have
any 2X left? Yes, I'm a 2X. Everybody. Yeah. I'm also at World Finals, so shut all up.
There you go. Yeah, I'll look. I'll check.
Look. Yeah. Very cool.
Life doesn't always go according to plan. And when the road gets rough, you need someone who knows how to fight and how to win. At DivorceLawyerSA.com, we help protect what matters most: your rights, your children, and your future. Whether you're facing a tough custody battle, dividing assets, or just needing someone on your side, you don't have to face it alone. Trusted, experienced, and the strongest lawyer in Texas, DivorceLawyerSA.com, because every case deserves a strong advocate.
So we know you're a powerlifter, moving into Strongman, into my world. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
We talked about Jiu-Jitsu Taekwondo, but you mentioned did Muay Thai, but you mentioned you boxed before that. So
Yeah. So I was a boxer, did boxing before. That's when I realized, I wish I would have took on boxing more, but I was so young when I did it. I didn't understand the progress you had to make.
Yeah.
Because on all my other sports that I did, it just came naturally.
Yeah.
And really quick. Boxing didn't. And so I didn't stick with boxing very long because I didn't understand that the more you box, the better your technique. I was so young, and all I just wanted to be good at it.
Yeah.
And
you've been an athlete for Your whole life, huh?
Yeah, so at the age of 5. And so this weekend will be exactly 50 years of me being an athlete. So I'm 55. This is my 55th year being alive. And so the 50th year of actually being an athlete, competing all those years. And I've competed in lots of different things. It's not always the same thing.
In the ancient Greek Olympic Games. I'm just kidding.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so I'm excited about
this.
this. This will be my first time. This will be my first meet of the year. Will be at Metal, the Metal Mayhem at Heavy Metal at our gym.
Yeah.
And to celebrate my 50th year as an athlete.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You had aspirations from it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
So if you win here, does it get you a national spot?
Yeah, I get national. Oh, that's the whole thing. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
only reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Me and Tim are already talking, about like, that's where I want to go. I want to see where I can take this sport. If I do win, I get invited to nationals. I do know I have, an obstacle, which is, Joey.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking him lightly at all,
I know you're not. Yeah.
But I'm going to go win. Like that's where I do at all my meets. I'm going to go win and destroy. I always there's one mental thing that I put in my head all the time, and I joke around a lot about it. And I always tell myself like I'm going to go to this gym. I'm going to make sure that person that I'm competing against second guess being a competitor with me.
I love it.
I want this person to think maybe I should have decided to do basket weaving instead of powerlifting or strongman.
I think in 2 weeks there will be guys that feel that way about me, and there will be guys I feel that way about.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it'll be a little rough.
Yeah.
There are 3 guys I'm competing against. JF Karam.
Oh.
Do you know JF Karam?
I know who he is. Yeah.
5 times fit the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
12-time Canada's strongest
Wait,
man.
I thought he was retired.
He's retired from like the pro circuit, but this is OSG. You can keep going. He's 45 or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I know he blew his knees out on the Austrian Oak 3 or 4 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Both knees. I mean, he's still Jeff Caron.
Yeah.
So, Graham Hicks. I don't know if you know who Graham Hicks is. He's been going for the 505 kilo deadlift every year the last 5 years.
Oh man.
He's got a 450 plus log. Like he's there. Dmitry Dimitar, who was like a 3 or 4 time world strongest man finalist. He's in that class with me. So that'll be fun. We'll
hey,
see.
you're gonna learn a lot though.
I'm so excited to learn. The caliber, it's a little it's surreal. Honestly, I'm really glad I hit the numbers I hit this week because the 320 log with more in the tank and the 725 with a lot more in the tank on the dead. Like, I'm gonna hit these numbers, and then I watched the last couple world finals with the 40-year-olds. Like, I mean, I'd be competitive there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't win yet, but I mean, like, I'm in my 4th year, and like,
that's
I'm here,
good though.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So there's some events that are not great for me. There's some events that I'll excel at. Whatever. It'd be fun.
Well, that's the one thing I've learned about strongman. Like, it's so hard to be great at everything.
Yeah.
It's so hard, and you're constantly learning. Like I'm still learning everything, and I still don't feel 100% confident in everything, but I know I can do them. I can do everything.
Outside of the throw, I mean, everything's technical to a point.
Yeah.
But also to the point, like, it's weightlifting.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the sandbags, the ones you're going to put over the bar, like, that's just grit.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's just, who wants that shit? Like, there's some technique to it.
Yeah.
But no. Who wants that? You really feel you'll find out who you are when you get to those 250s, and you're like, oh shit. For me, the moment will be it's a 300-pound sandbag steeple, so it's pick up a 300-pound, 25 feet over a bar, pick it up again, another 25, run back, grab a 325.
Okay.
And do it again. I'll find out who I am when the 325 gets in my chest and I can't breathe. Like, I'll figure it out.
Oh, dang.
But no, it's competing's. It's weird. It's a weird because you are competing against the next person next to you. Like, if you could see them in the lane next to you, you want to beat them. But to me, it's internal. Like, competing against, like, just go. And in strongman, no event's more than a minute. I mean, every once in a while something weird, but it's a minute.
Yeah.
Just go.
Well, right now, I mean, in my head, I'm not competing just against Joey. I'm also competing against all those young kids that are in the same weight, division that I am.
Yeah.
Mentally in my head.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at those kids thinking, I want to beat them. I just don't want to beat Joey, but I want to beat those kids because they're doing the same weights.
Oh, is the masters and the lightweights are the same?
Yeah, we're all doing the same weights. So in my head, I'm like, I want to beat a freaking 20-year-old kid and tell him I shouldn't be beating you right now. What's going on here, bro?
Been a pro powerlifter for a decade.
But no, man, it's all mental though.
It is.
It's mental,
We'll put on 45 pounds and come to OSG Masters next year, bro.
I'm trying to, dude. I'm telling you, like when I put this 190 pound, I was miserable.
Yeah.
I was miserable. I couldn't. It was probably my worst workouts. I was tired. I was drained. I'm like, it was miserable. I can't put on that weight.
I gotta ask.
All right.
Because you're my boy. You're an elite powerlifter. What's your feeling on like pound for pound versus just raw strength? Who's a stronger athlete, you or Austin?
Oh, definitely Austin.
But I mean, that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Because you're a world record holder for pound. It's no question.
Right.
So, like, how do you balance that in your head?
Well, Austin's just a beast, man. Like,
but not just him, but the principal question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. As far as powerlifting goes, the pound for pound gives it that makes it easy to compete in.
Yeah.
Makes it extremely easy to compete in. But we're talking about a different sport now, strongman. Mm-hmm. Everyone's a different weight,
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
there's classes, but there's only 3.
Yeah. You have lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, and heavyweight. Who knows? Who knows? And in lightweight, my class is 215 and less.
Yep.
I'm barely 180. So. Like
20 pounds of muscle is a lot.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. I mean, I have a disadvantage in this sport.
Yeah.
But I know I can compete with these guys.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I know I can. And that's why I know I can go to nationals. I might not win nationals first, but I'm going to go win.
Oh, that's
that's where I'm going. I'm going to be competing against kids that are 40 years old. I call them kids. They're not kids, but I'm going to be competing against men that are 40 years old, probably 200 pounds. Mm-hmm. I'm 55 at 180. I'm not going to let that guy win easily.
No.
He's going to have to work for it. But that's what I love. That's what I love about competing. It's like I love the idea of challenging myself. That's the only reason why I'm in this sport. That's the only reason why I live. That's the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want to challenge myself. So I'm going to go challenge myself. Even though I have a disadvantage, I want to test how strong I really am as a man, and competing against someone in my class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all's battle's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm going to love it. So.
This is my first mental mayhem I'm not doing. I've done all 3 or 4. This is the first one I'm not.
There's a lot of people not doing it, though.
Yeah.
But it's because of OSG, too.
Well, me, Rob, and Corey are OSG.
Yeah.
So us 3 are out. Figueroa just did Rob Strongman Corp Nats, and I think he's just taking some time.
Okay.
And I don't know the other calendar, but yeah, OSG, maybe other athletes in Texas that might have are taking the break to come in. Southwest Regionals was 2 months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what, but it's up to like 50 athletes now. Like they got some late signups, and so it's up there. Yeah. I'm excited to be a spectator, especially because I know 80% of the people, so like it'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It'll be my first time again, like competing in strongman and being out there because I'm so used to watching it and cheering. But I'm excited, dude. I'm really, really excited. Like I'm just excited about competing again. That's the biggest thing.
You got a good the event's set up nice too because like you open with that log, a max log, and you'll open light enough to know you'll hit it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so you get to ease into the competition too. If it was I remember last year for me, it was the first event was a axle medley, and it was a lightweight, a middleweight, and a heavyweight, 3 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep.
Oh, damn.
And we just start, You know, and like I don't care if you're nervous, pick up the fucking. It was 255, 275, and 295. Like, here you go, you're in it. But like opening with the max, you know, get a weight you're comfortable with, put it up for one rep, and then just now you got that out of your system, and then you get the next weight and the next weight.
I think we have about 2 events that are going to really test us as an athlete. One is going to be the deadlift.
That's
I
did that one at OSG.
Yeah. During practice, I was already pretty much at comp weight.
What's your weight? What is the comp weight for you?
I think it's 385, something like that.
You're gonna get 10 reps.
Oh yeah, like I'm not worried about the. Yeah. I just want to make sure that I can dig and get them. You know, like I want to. Like it's one of those things that I know I can do the weight. It's easy for me, but we're talking by the time I get to the top platform, I've already repped out 6.
You're gonna hope Joey goes first, so you can just see what the number is.
Oh, there you go.
Just try to
and then just beat that number. Yeah.
Mine at OSG was 550, 565, something like that. That was miserable.
Oh,
that was hell.
Yeah.
I did 495 in my last training block just to do it up to, and I only did like the training. The program was 9 reps, and I'm like, I might have 2 more. This sucked. And then 565. I stopped at 7. I had a back thing. Like I said, the suit fixed my deadlift, so I'd probably do 12 now. But yeah, that one's rough.
Yeah, and then the last, the medley,
I think that sandbag over bar is going to test your fitness too. I think that's going to be brutal.
I believe so too. Yeah, I mean, as much as I practice with, it's not a sled. It's a, what is that called?
That spud bag, the canvas. Yeah,
that does not move. Like you have to grind to get that thing to move. Like it does not slide. It's friction. It feels like dead weight.
Well, this is where I think heavyweight guys, bigger guys like me, get an advantage because no matter how much weight you put on, like we can get a little more leverage with just the mass. Like those bus pulls and truck pulls that did World Strongest Man, the big guys always won.
Oh yeah,
there's just more mass to pull it.
Yeah, you know, I don't have that mass.
No,
like
I mean Joey doesn't either, so that's why fair,
that's what they'll make it. Yeah, make it fair.
That one's going to be I'm talking about the sandbag over bar. I think that will be a brutal event, especially depending if you go second and Joey gets like the 250. Like, you know, like it's going to be like what, you know. Like,
if he gets the 200, I'm going to be like, oh shit, now I got to really grind now.
I'll get the 200.
You think so?
I've watched him train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think 200?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
For some reason, we trained a similar time. I think Saturdays, just it's worked out where I've seen him a fair bit. I feel like he's getting the 200.
Yeah, the other weights I'm not even worried about. Those sandbags just go up easily.
Well, it's weird. Sandbags a weird one because it does until it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then once you get bigger, it gets annoying because there's different techniques. Like the 300-pound we have is relatively compact. It's not that much bigger in size than the 250. It's not. It sucks, but I can get it up, no problem. But the ones at OSG, I think, are gonna be longer, and so now there's a different, like they're this wide, trying to get under. So now it's harder to get. You know what I mean? Like a different lap and different techniques. So the size can matter, but like up in the 250 range, like, it just sucks. It's just heavy.
Yeah, it is. Weight. It's really heavy. I mean, and that sand just moves.
You will like the 250 and the 275 we have, depending how high you guys go, are compact.
Oh, good.
Like it's sand, but it's compact. It's
because I know that 200, it's flimsy.
Yeah.
That 200 is flimsy.
It's like the same size bag as the 250, but it's 50 pounds less of sand.
Yeah.
Or lead shot or whatever they put in there.
Oh, I see. Okay, I can see why it's that flimsy.
So that's gonna be brutal, man.
Yeah. So I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
My log, I feel good about my log, but again, you know, it could go. You know, competing outside is definitely different. If you're used to having a target to look at while you're lifting it, and then when outside, I've trained a couple times outside with the log, and it's a different ball game.
That's interesting. Austin had a similar problem when he went to SMO this year. That the lights just it took him a minute to adjust.
Yeah,
I don't look at shit. Like I'm just thinking. I'm up there and be like, get your legs down and drive it, fat ass, and just get it.
Yeah,
up there,
well,
man.
see, I didn't. You know what was funny is that when I just lift, I don't see nothing. But when I was warming up out there, I was looking, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little tipsy, you know.
I think you'll be good. I think because again, you're gonna open light, the weight you're just gonna hit, so who cares? And then you know, Joey hits it, you hit it, Joey hits it, you hit it, and then when you get to a weight that like, okay, I win the event with this, and then you'll just be dialed in.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, let me hit this weight.
Yeah.
So
That's what I want to do. I just want to get that first one out of the way, and then from there, I'm ready to go.
yeah.
You know, I think that's like everybody.
The nerves hit the first one, they stop. I'll be interested to hear from you the fatigue through the whole show. Because that's a real thing. And I don't know what it's like at powerlifting. It's 9 lifts and it's all day. I get it. I don't know how fatigued you feel, if you do, if you don't. Strongman, I want to die by the end.
Well, I do know this. My workouts for Strongman are definitely brutal. Like I feel them. I need more recovery time. I need more rest. I'm pretty beat after my workouts, but I do give it a lot. I give it my 110 when I'm there at the gym.
It's the only way it works, man. Yeah.
So by the time I'm home, I'm showering, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah. Like I don't feel good afterwards.
I feel bad when I go Saturday mornings because I'll get back and it's usually later than it should be. It's just, you're up there. It takes a long time. Yeah. And then it's not just like the late, okay, fine, I missed some in the morning, but I feel dead to the world for a while. Like, it eats you up.
It does. So it does.
At least at work, I can work. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get some shit in. Cool, man.
All right.
So we're going to re-rack the case. I found one case. I couldn't find much, man. So you don't have to read the whole thing, but this was Rebecca Renhell versus Tigger's Art Gallery, which is funny to say. But mainly, she contracted Hep B at the tattoo parlor.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and sued them. It actually got dismissed for a random thing. But I wanted to ask a little bit, like, what is licensing like for tattoo artists? What are your cleanliness practices? What are some of the rules, just in general, when you do it?
Well, they've changed quite a bit now because a lot of things, everything now is pretty much disposable.
Okay.
Everything now, like needles. When I first started, we used to make our own needles, and then we had to put them in an autoclave to sterilize them.
Damn.
And there's a couple of shops that I worked for where after you cleaned them out really good and ran them through a couple of different ultrasonics and things like that to make sure the needles and the inks were all gunked out, we would re-autoclave them and reuse them again.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's when I guess I would say early 90s and stuff.
30 plus years.
Yeah. So now needles are all disposable. Like you can buy boxes of needles and it doesn't cost the artist much at all now.
Yeah.
So it's one-time use every time.
Nice.
So the sterilization is a lot nicer. Of course, one-time use on inks. Pour it. That's why we have those little cups.
Yeah.
We pour it in there. Once we're done, we trash it. Like it's gone. We don't use that anymore. We don't really have autoclaves or anything like that anymore at the shop because you don't need them. Everything's one-time use. The cleanliness, we still have to Sanoderm our stations, clean everything, make sure everything's nice and clean.
The person too. I think
it's hygienes, man. I've turned down some people because of that.
It's gotta be an awkward conversation.
Yeah. Oh man, it's.
I felt bad once. I think I came in once and I thought I was gonna do one thing and we ended up doing my chest, and I hadn't even trimmed my chest hair. And I felt terrible. I'm sorry, bro. Like, cool. Yeah, that's not gross at all. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So the far as the license goes, you apply for, if you have a shop, you apply for your license for the shop. Texas department comes in, checks everything, make sure everything's up to par. Then they leave, and you get. You already have your license. You once you pay for it, you get it.
Okay.
But then they come in to inspect you.
Okay.
And then you go through that, and then since I'm a traveling artist, since I'm a sponsored artist, so I have sponsors who send me to different conventions, or I'll do guest spots in different parts of the world to tattoo. Mainly Canada and Europe, I'll tattoo at.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to get their license.
Oh, okay.
especially like in Hawaii. Hawaii's really strict.
Interesting.
I have to go through a lot. Like I have to get tests. I have to go to a doctor, get certain type of tests done. They all come back negative. Then I get that form filled out. Then I got to take a bloodborne test.
Wow.
Each city has a different bloodborne type test. You take that test, you pass that, then you can go tattoo in Hawaii because it's an island.
I wasn't asking. Oh,
You
just
know, it's an island. So
Yeah.
if you bring something there, then
it's just there.
it's
yeah.
there. You know.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. So I had a couple artists. You're my only one now, but one difference with you, and this isn't just kissing up, is it doesn't take long to heal. I mean, they all hurt. I mean,
Right,
it is what it is. But with you, it is like I remember the one I got on my chest, the Ferdinand one.
Mhm.
Like it just felt like I was branded. And then with you, you did this whole piece in 2 days. You did this in
Mhm.
one sitting. I didn't even have the second skin, whatever you call it, on it. I
Yeah.
showered that night.
Yeah.
It was whatever. I worked out the next day.
Yeah.
What? How do you do that? Why are you easier to work with? Like, what's the difference?
Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of the younger artists. They think that you have to dig into the skin. They think you have to bury it in there, and like it's only 2 layers of skin is the thickness of a paper.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get it past those 2 layers or at that layers, it's there. Like it's not gonna go anywhere. So you don't have to sit there and grind on somebody or dig into somebody thinking that it's not. In fact, that does the opposite. A lot of artists that tattoo really heavy or constantly going over an area and they're like, oh, why isn't it sitting in there? Because the inflammation and everything's coming out. And it's because you're digging too hard and you're causing it irritate. So it's not going to hold the ink. But if you sit there and just go those 2 layers of skin, it's going to stick. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And that's just coming after experience. I do layer my tattoos. Like because of the style that I do.
Yeah.
But my first layer is real light. My second layer kind of get, depending on how dark I want to make it, then I'll go in and darken it up. Or I might start with a black and then feather out and then start getting softer, lighter. And I think that's why a lot of my tattoos heal the way they do. Like, I get it a lot. I get people saying, man, I don't have inflammation. It didn't weep. It didn't, I'm not bleeding. I have a lot of clients that come to me, oh, I'm a bleeder. And I'll work on them. And I'm like, dude, you didn't bleed once.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember, it's crazy though. It's still an open wound. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
You did this one in 2 sittings. They're both like 5-hour sessions.
Yeah, they're long sessions.
And I went home that first day because it just started to wear. I mean, maybe I'm a wimp. I don't know, but it started to wear.
No,
on me
after
like a little
5
bit.
hours. Yeah, I mean
was
that's
like-
a long time.
And I remember I fell asleep and I had to eat before I felt kind of normal. Like it was a little rough. The second time, it just hurt because you were going back over some of those spaces.
Yeah,
But yeah, it can be. So you got to know the people too.
Yeah, you really do. Tattoos will wear you out.
Yeah.
I mean, the longer the session, you can get a flu from a tattoo because your endorphins. Your endorphins are going up and low, high, spiking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people pass out when they get tattoos. That's why, you'll see someone shaking while they're getting a tattoo. It's because their endorphins is so high. You can balance that out by drinking caffeine, eating candy.
Well, we drink booze at your office. When we
Yeah, some people do. That's right.
I don't even really drink, but every time I'm in a tattoo, I'm like, fuck it. Like, can you come pick me up? Or she's there with me.
Right.
My wife is type 1 diabetic, and
Right.
I remember you were working on her once and just politely we're like, we're going to stop. Like, we only had an hour left, but like, the skin's done. Like,
Yeah.
So,
So when you deal with people that have those type of issues, you don't want to beat up the skin because then you're going to just scar it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell when the skin's had enough of work. And in some areas will start getting a little, I can see an area that I haven't even touched yet. And if it's already irritated and red, I'm knowing, okay, this person's had enough. We need to stop.
All right, this is a weird question, but like you very wisely told me like the first, because you did all my big pieces, gray for me, grayscale, black, gray. How do you know that? Like my wife shines with the beautiful colors on her skin. We're both just white people. Like, is it
well, one, you're out in the sun a lot. with strongman competing. You know, you might be an indoor, you might be outdoor.
Yeah.
So someone who's outdoors a lot or going to be around direct sunlight quite a bit, you need to go black and gray.
Okay.
Because black and gray is it just holds up longer, looks nicer. It even fades nice. Like when old black and gray work, as it ages, it still looks amazing and great.
Okay. Yeah.
Color looks good too, but you get a lot of people after a while. They're like, "Oh, my red doesn't look as bright anymore. You know, my yellow's gone. Whatever." It's just because certain pigments are very translucent and they just don't hold that brightness anymore. Mm-hmm. And the one thing people don't understand is that the ink never dries underneath your skin. It's constantly wet. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, that's why our tattoos never crack.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, because it's constantly wet.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And so as your pores are getting big, your ink is spreading at the same time. That's why you'll see these old men that have black blobs or whatever. It's because their pores have opened up so much that their ink is just kind of spread out now.
Huh.
So that's why. And think about it. Your ink's never dry. It's, it's wet. So it's going to move with your skin.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Have you ever done any work, like someone who had plastic surgery has to cover up? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of times. I have women that will get the mommy makeover.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing they want to do is they want something around that belly, that area,
Yeah.
And I've done a lot. I remember the very first time I had someone, I was like, oh my, it freaked me out because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And I saw this lady come in, and she was from Mexico. I mean, she flew in. She heard about my work from a lot of clients that she knew of mine, and she specifically asked, can you do this? And I'm like, yeah. How old is that scar? She said it's 2 years old. I'm like, yep, 2 years is perfect because it's done healing.
Okay.
Yeah. The scar is that's what it's gonna look like. And so did the work on her, and we did this really cool. Actually, it was insects. She loves insects, so we did a lot of grass and leaves with a bunch of different insects going around her.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
really cool piece.
Nice. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I have more questions. We'll talk about LSU in a second, but anything else you want to talk about tattooing?
No, I don't think so.
Do you even need the business? Like, do you need to promote it?
You always need the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm private.
Yeah.
So, that's funny that you say that because I have a client that recently just told me, she was like, Mario, I get people always asking me about my tattoo. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Great. Just send them my way. She's like, I have a little confession. I'm kind of gatekeeping you. I'm like, oh, bro. I don't advertise. I don't promote. That's the only way I get my work. You can tell them,
I tell them all. I share the Instagram. I share your, the tattoo one. The tattoo Instagram.
Yeah.
So if they don't, tattoos is one of those things everybody says they like.
Right.
But the step from that to actually.
Yeah, to actually do it. There's so many people say, oh my God, who's your artist? You tell them, I won't hear from them.
Oh,
and maybe 1 out of 10.
Yeah. Oh, if that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's also weird. Tattoos are really addictive because you told me and everybody told me when I do one, these are all within the last 2 years.
I know.
And my
that's
arms
crazy.
are all up.
I know. It's crazy.
And it started with this one here. That's it. But once you break the seal, they say you're
done.
On.
Yeah, you're
done.
going. Yeah, you're going in.
I love it. I grew up religious, so, and not to say I'm not now, but it was a thing. Don't defile the body or whatever. Got away from that culture. Not away from the faith, just away from that culture of it, and just. But I love it. I think they look great. I think they look a great artistic expression. It's fun for people. I'm lucky now. I think 20 years ago, it'd be problematic to advertise or meet with somebody with short sleeves as an attorney. It's not that way. No one cares.
No.
If anything, I'm more relatable to the person I'm talking to. Yes. Again, I advertise as the strongest lawyer in San Antonio or Texas. I've got a persona anyway, so it just adds whatever.
Yeah.
But I love them. It's funny. I wonder if the gym would be as full of them if you weren't there.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I
don't know.
Because it was easy. It's one thing to be blank arms, nothing, and then cover my whole arm. You got to trust somebody for that.
Yeah.
But if everybody there is covered and it looks great.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
yeah. I actually have a story about when you brought up religion. That's
Yeah.
so a lot of people don't know this about me, but the one thing is that my parents are extremely religious people. I'm talking very religious. They do everything with the church.
And you're from like North Texas, like rural North
No,
Texas.
no, West Texas.
I apologize.
Yeah,
So rural West Texas.
Yeah, West Texas. Very. In fact, my hometown, there's a church in every single block. In fact, around my house, there's literally 4 churches around my houses.
Nice.
All different religious, but there's 4. There's church on almost every block. So I grew up extremely religious, and like I told you earlier, I'm kind of the black sheep of the family. I kind of always done things myself, my own way. I've always been that way. I've always been like, no, I'm gonna do it this way, or why can't I do this? I'm gonna do it. Like, always outside the box. And my parents had an extremely hard time, with, I guess, me as an artist. They accepted it, but stepping into tattooing, finding out that I was going that route, they're old fashioned. They were brought up where that's bad, that's a sin. Yeah. Even our church talks about it, and there's where I'm going with this. It's something that has to do with the church, but so dealing with that, and then finally my parents seeing, oh my God, like, you raised a whole entire family in this career. You're not just tattooing bikers and gang members or whatever, this and that. So they saw that I was actually creating art for the people that were looking for more than just a normal tattoo, I guess, or just a drawing off the wall, flash, what we call it.
My wife's arm, she's a widow from 2.5 years ago. It's dealing with that,
right?
Like death, rebirth, her life, and all that. I don't know what percent you would put on it, but a significant number of tattoos have some kind of meaning.
Oh yeah.
You said just a child with the misspelled name,
right?
But God forbid you lose a child, you lose a spouse, like a lot of. Oh
man, those are the Those are the hardest to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, especially kids. Man, I've done so many portraits of kids on parents that lost.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that's brutal, man. Like it's a heavy weight to have on you tattooing that.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And then you get dorks like me that say put Dragon Ball characters.
Oh, but to go back to the story about the religious, we kind of went off track. So they realized, okay, yeah, you're doing great. You're making all this stuff, and like I said, my parents are heavily into religion. They're part of the church. They're the part of the choir. They're run some of the fundraisers.
They're
Catholic, yes. Okay. And then they go to all the meetings.
Yeah.
And my mom, especially, who's very quiet person, if she says something, she means it, and she's very. My mom has a big heart. I think a lot of things, hit her hard, and actually, my dad too. So that explains me, like, they were really disappointed in me. But anyway, to go back to the church, they were at a meeting, and they had someone there at the meeting bashing artists, tattoo artists, and people with tattoos, and saying how they're going to go to hell, and they're not welcome, and this and that, and they're only bad people. Oh man, my mom got so mad at that meeting. She stood up and said, "You're talking about my son, who's a tattoo artist." She just started talking about the type of person I am, who I was, how I even went to that church, as a kid. And man, it's just funny how fast people are so quick to judge someone without really knowing them. And I see it. I've seen it my whole entire life. My whole entire life, I've been judged, especially where I grew up at.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you want to go there, but when you talked before, you grew up in West Texas, but you were one of like 2 Hispanic kids?
There was not a lot of Hispanics or blacks growing up. Like elementary all the way up to high school, predominantly white, and it just happened to be those were the schools that I went to. But I was friends with everybody. I had so many
Yeah.
friends, but it was the older people. Some parents, not all, some mainly grandparents or the elderly that I would get. They would say something to me, So they were very judgmental. Like, oh my! I remember I had one lady told me, my daughter will never play with a spick. I didn't even know what a spick was. I was in
And this is in
elementary.
like the 1970s and 80s. Like,
Yeah, well,
you-
yes. It would be in 70. Yeah, because I was born in 70, so it was like when I was
Jesus.
4, 5 years old, something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy to have stuff like that, and until this day, we still get judged. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
my wife and I, we're the same people. One thing, I'm still a very religious person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't practice it. I don't go to church, but I wake up every morning, every single morning. I give my gratitude, and I do my way of praying every morning, every night. And there's nothing, especially Jessica. Jessica's an extremely religious person, very religious. She goes out of her way to go to church with her mom, and anyone who will ask to go to church, she'll go because she's heavily into her faith and religion. We just happen to like sharing our life with someone else, and that one person only.
Mm-hmm.
And they bring back a lot into our life. In fact, it's changed. I've been with Jessica for 10 years. Julie's been with us for 4 to 5 years now. I'm going to say 5 years, I think it is now. And we're completely different. We're so trustworthy between Jessica and I, all three of us actually. I can leave my phone out and they can go through it anytime they want.
Mm-hmm.
How many marriages do you know that men freak out if their wife picks up their phone?
Well, I do divorces for a living.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's how many
I've had 2 marriages and only this one can my phone be left out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could do the same thing with their phone.
Yeah.
They're not hiding anything from me. In fact, if they get something, that's out of line, they tell me and they show me.
Yeah,
you know?
do my wife and I do the same.
Yeah, there's.
But this is our second chance. Like, we're both second chance marriage.
Yeah,
so,
and that's how we see this. Like, this relationship has opened up our trust between each other so much that there's no secrets between any of us.
Yeah.
And we don't hide anything. There's nothing to be hidden. And it's made our relationship so much better. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not for everybody. It's
Yeah.
definitely not for everybody. But we're not one of those people that when we get invited, like when we got invited to your wedding, the women dressed appropriately. They went.
Yeah.
They were like any other people there. There was no. I think that's the problem people think about when they hear about people that are swingers or whatever. We're not swingers, but yeah, or have another relationship in theirs. They automatically think, oh my God, they're doing all this stuff. It's dirty things and out of line. It has a very bad aura about it, and there's nothing bad about it that we do. Like, there's nothing. We're normal people. We're regular people. We still do everything like everyone else does. And the only people that know about this is the people that retell. We don't advertise it.
Right.
We don't. When we're out in public, we're not groping over each other.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything. We're doing what every normal other relationship people do. And we've become pretty close now. Like, your wife understands, and like the girls love your wife because when she found out about the relationship, she did not judge them at all, and the girls were like, "Oh my God!" Out of all the people that we know, she just accepted us. Like, your wife accepted him like us, like nothing. It was like, "Oh, okay, whatever," no big deal.
Well, I mean, first, how y'all treat us is similar. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I mean, my
but that's
wife,
just it. We treat everybody,
Yeah.
you know, fairly.
you know, I wonder. I didn't have a chance to ask much before we talked on. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
That's
wasn't
okay.
sure if you were open talking about it.
No,
That's why I
I'm
didn't
open
bring
to
it up.
dude,
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide.
It wasn't that you had something to hide. I just didn't
Yeah.
want to advertise it salacious.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's just it. We don't
Exactly.
advertise it either. But
Yeah.
you know, like it's part of my life. It's part of something.
Yeah.
It's part of all of our lives, you know. And then people see it. They're going to see it, you know, and they're
Yeah.
going to ask questions. And that's just it. Like I think a lot of people are scared because they automatically think, oh, they're swingers. You know, they sleep with all these different people.
No.
We don't.
No.
We don't at
Yeah.
all. That's just it.
I think you already hit. How do I say this? The values are the values of integrity, honesty, of trust, of openness, of communication. You know, so that the things you already talked about are the values in the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if part of the discrimination or issues or judgment you face, I'm sure a lot of it is religious, the things we talk about, you know, a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I also wonder if there's a reverse of, you know, we're boys at the gym. Like a crudity to it, like bringing it up or asking that kind of thing. Or people thinking they want to explore it when they don't have the maturity or an understanding of what they're asking. You know?
I have had some people at the gym ask me, you know,
Yeah.
and the first thing I tell them is that it's hard. It's not what you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone thinks, oh man, like that you get to be with two women. Yeah, you know, but it's also one might be in a good mood, the other one might be in a bad mood. Both of them might be in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Then forget it. I'm ready to I want to. It's time for me to leave. Like I need to be somewhere else. So there's you're dealing like if you have a hard enough dealing with that with just with one woman, think about it with two women.
Well, I'll be candid. I have too big an ego to share, whether it was a man or on the other side. It's not just ego. I don't think I'm secure enough. I think I would struggle with that.
There's
if I'm being
nothing wrong with
honest.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I'm going to tell you the honest truth too. Like, there's no freaking way I would ever share my wife or girlfriend.
Yeah, with a man. You mean?
With a man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like I'm the same aligned with you. It just happens to be that as a man, Jessica decided that, you know, she knew about, you know, like we had some shady passes.
Yeah.
You know, our past is not, it's made us who we are now.
Yeah.
You know? And she knew that I've had threesomes before, you know, in college and outside of college and things like that. And it's something that I really enjoyed before. And I had mentioned it to her one time and she surprised me on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
And realizing that it was such an amazing experience and Jessica was able to find another part of herself that she didn't realize that she had with me and this other person, Julie.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't realize, oh my God, I like women, you know?
There you go.
And for all of us to decide that we wanted to do this more than just once, we decided to take on that and do that. And then when you're in something intimate, you know, the next thing, then you're gonna become close to that person. You know, feelings are gonna evolve. It's just what happens. It happens in every relationship. And so feelings got involved and we all love each other. We care for each other. We'll do anything for each other.
Yeah.
And to have that, every single one of us now have not only a love of one person, but of two people that we care about.
Yeah.
And that's amazing, dude, to have that. To have two people that will do anything in the world for you and you would do the same thing for them. You know, that's an amazing feeling. And we purposely decided to make it just us three because, one, we don't want sex nowadays. Everyone's doing it, like, and we don't want. I don't want sexual transmitted disease, you know, like, and they don't want it. So we're not going to experiment and do any of that. Plus the trust issue, and plus they don't want to share. Like, they decided this works for me. I don't want to share you with anyone else, and that's it. Like, we're good.
Yeah. I mean, we both have passed here, and candidly, it stops being fun pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
It actually pretty, like, really fast.
Yeah.
I got divorced in a couple months of that, and I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, like, it's amazing, you know, messing around with all these different women when you're single and this and that. But it gets so tiring, man. Like, you just finally just want to find some. And what I love about this is that I have 2 women that know who I am, inside and out. They know everything about me. I can be 100% myself around them. I don't have to put any type of front at all. Period. Like that. I'm 100% myself, genuine around them. All 100% all the time.
That's how I feel about my wife now.
Yeah.
The woman I met. Actually, you knew me married.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's a different. I mean, I don't have the experience with 2. We had a word.
Yeah.
But that being able to be authentically you at home, you know, it doesn't mean you don't have boundaries. Doesn't mean you don't have respect. You know,
right.
But just to know that I can share how I'm feeling, I can share what's bad. They look out for you. I mean, you said earlier in our conversation, you know, it's Jess who says you're taking these 2 days off.
Yeah.
So watch out for yourself. My wife today, we had a weird morning. I've had a bad couple days through just stuff with work and whatever. She came up, surprised me with lunch.
That's amazing.
And just, you know, just that moment, that conversation, you know, it doesn't have to be some grand gesture or some this, just those kind of moments or the time they know you need space or the time, you know, we actually go to weekly couples therapy prophylactically. Like we just do that. Like we're just doing that. No, but no, she loves y'all.
Actually we've talked about, well, not me, but the women talk about it, you know, that's something that they feel that we should do, because I'm pretty sure it's hard on women to be able to share someone.
I have no idea, obviously, but I would have to believe. I know I would struggle.
Yeah, I know I would.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
In fact, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, but as men, especially in the sport that we're in, we're very.
There's some alpha.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're not touching my girl. Like, you know.
Oh, dude, I don't like her going to your house alone. I trust you completely. Nope.
No?
Trust you. It's not even about that. Like, I'm almost over the top old fashioned. I have to watch myself.
You know, but the good thing about these women, Jessica and Julie, is that I trust them 110%.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that they could be around any type of man, promise them anything, whatever, great looking guys, whatever, and they're gonna be like, I'm happy, dude. Like, get away from me. Like, don't bother me.
That's what drives security. That feels good. I was she was my fiance at the time, and we were at a furniture store. We were transitioning to move in together, and I was jokingly, like, we don't like publicly role play because like the kids were in the street store. Mm-hmm. I jokingly came up, like I'd use the restroom. I was like, "Hey, sweetheart, are you single?" She goes, "Shut the fuck up! I've got a boyfriend." Like it was like,
we do that too sometimes. Yeah, it's funny.
But like, I think that was her knee jerk reaction. Like it was like she wasn't even gonna try to play along. Like, all right, I can't say that I didn't love that. Like, that
it's
that's
awesome.
What I want to hear.
It's funny though. We do that too sometimes. Like we'll be out somewhere and I'll just slowly walk up to one of them and go, "Hey, what's your name, girl?" And they're like, "Get away from me." You know, like,
we're taking
fuck off.
That's good, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun though.
Cool. I appreciate you going there. I was going to be reluctant to ask. You know, we know each other, but again, I don't want to air your business.
like I said, it's just it's part of our life. It's just something normal that we do. But we're just like everyone else. You know, honestly, we're really like everybody else.
Well, y'all been nothing but sweet to me. I've only met Julie 4 or 5 5, maybe more than that now.
Yeah,
I
go to
a
couple of times. Yeah,
you know, she's been at the house and get the tattoos a few times.
Yeah.
But I see both of them I think every time you guys have a
Oh
display
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're all three. It's all three of our business
Yeah.
together. So
Yeah.
we're there together
So,
all the time.
and they're just lovely. And I really appreciated them taking the time to come to the wedding.
Yeah, I wish I could have gone. You know,
Yeah.
like of course I had work, you know,
Yeah.
and had to be out of town. But yeah, they were like, you don't understand how excited they were to go. Like it made their day. And what made it even better was like, you know, y'all inviting all three of us. It wasn't you and your wife. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was like, no, you're three. You know, you're invited to the wedding.
You know, I'm kind of sad to hear that was a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
I mean, I'm
It's
glad
a huge
that that's
deal.
there.
Like, I mean, believe it
Yeah.
or not, it's a huge deal. I mean, I know. I mean, they're not gonna say it. They're not gonna say it. But there are. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that do know at the gym that frown upon it. You know, they don't want part about it. They don't know it, but they don't understand that it's not what they think it is.
It's also not my business.
Yeah, you know,
You know what?
it's really not. It's nobody's business.
That's how I feel.
You know,
Here-
it's
here's
nobody.
the-
I don't get into anybody's like.
Yeah.
I don't know about anything about anybody at our gym because I keep to myself.
Mhm.
You know, and I don't talk bad about nobody. Like that's the one thing
Yeah.
everybody knows about me. You might say something, I keep it to myself. You know,
If-
like that's
You
between
know,
y'all.
if we got to a point and you confided in me and asked for advice, that's one thing. But you just tell me this is my wife, this is my girlfriend, and this is open. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not my place to step in and say or judge or do anything.
Yeah.
And we're friends. Me and Jess are friends. I've gotten to know Julie some. And
Yeah.
Y'all, you know, me and you know each other, Jim, and all that stuff. And
Right.
y'all were so nice to my wife when I started bringing her. To
Oh
get her
yeah,
to
dude.
walk
Like
in.
that's how we
Yeah.
are to everybody though.
Yeah. It
Like
doesn't surprise
everybody.
me.
Like
Yeah.
and you know, like it. You know, great example is Tim always telling me he's like, dude, your wife is so nice and so
Mhm.
cool to everyone
Oh, she's
at the
sweet.
gym.
Yeah.
She is like that's just who she is. That's how she is every single day.
Yeah.
To everybody, and I get so scared and nervous for her because I've seen people try to take advantage of that
Yeah.
with her, and I'm talking about people in her own family, and that pisses me off. And I've
should.
said things
Yeah.
to their own family because of that, because she's just too nice of a person. It's too sweet.
The only
Yeah.
way I can relate is, you know, I got divorced. My family's religious. Katie's, my wife's family's religious. And I remember 3 months after I got divorced, there's a woman I was seeing, which was part of the reason for the divorce. I'm not
Mhm.
proud of that. Shouldn't have done it, but
Yeah.
we're in a relationship. My parents were lovingly supportive of just their son, you know, being happy, moving on.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't mean they condoned it or anything. And I remember inviting them. They came down to spend a couple of the Christmas holiday days with me because my kids weren't there for the Christmas holiday. And the girl I was seeing stayed with me. And they didn't say a word. And that might not mean much to other people, but like I had a woman out of wedlock, divorce, and they didn't say a word. They just loved me, didn't say. Again, I know they don't approve, but again, for them, it was like that wasn't the point. The point was to love and approve.
Yeah.
And the other place was me and my now wife. We met in June. I started staying up there for a lot of nights. She was in New Braunfels at the time. She had a surgery done to where she needed to recover, so I stayed there a week. And I'd been spending the night there.
Mhm.
And her family, hyper religious, wasn't one negative word. So things were taken care of her. You know, they just let us make our choice. Let us live our life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and judged me on how I treated her and judged me on how I treated them, how I conduct myself, not we don't agree with this life.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and so I'm not trying to compare the two, but I mean, like, that's the only experience I would have and be like, I was really appreciative. I know you don't approve talking to this person, you know. Of,
Yeah.
You know, having sex before marriage, like, that's a stance you take, that's fine. But you were accepting of me, and we have a relationship. And
Yeah, and that's that's funny that you say that because that's the situation that we deal with my parents and Jessica's parents.
I was wondering.
Yeah. Like my parents, they don't approve of this.
Mhm.
They said what they had to say one time to me, and that was it. And that's all it's been.
Mm-hmm.
They know about it. They still we've gone to Christmas parties together, all of us, and things, and done stuff together. But you know, they're old fashioned, you know, and like anyone else, a lot of people frown upon it because of what they think it is, you know.
Yeah. Frown upon it by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I think it's a matter of what's your business and what's not. You know, here's what I know about you, Jess, and Julie. Like, I know you're professional and a great artist. I know you're a hyper-driven competitor, and elite. I know you have integrity. You're nice. You've treated me, my wife, my ex-wife, and my wife with nothing but respect and dignity. I know Jess is the sweetest and has made my wife feel so welcome and coming to San Antonio. What the fuck else do I have to know? Whatever y'all enjoy, like y'all's choices have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
And Julie's been lovely every time I've seen her.
Oh yeah.
And accepting, and so again, like I don't have to understand it. Like it's not my business. I get it. I'm hearing you, but like dude, yeah. Why don't we just be friends and that's enough?
And that's what I don't understand. It's like, it's funny because a lot of the people that knew us before this, they were really cool, and there's only been a few of them, only a few, that now are like, like,
No.
but my true friends, the people that have really accepted us as who we are, didn't even bother them. They didn't even think twice. They're like, oh, okay, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Bring her along, like whatever.
Yeah.
I will say I probably have maybe 4 really tight best friends that know everything about me. That's been there through my divorces, my past, everything. 4 of them, and every single one of them were like, dude, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Like, that's great. Like, no judgment, no nothing. Just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it should be. I think, like, why don't you get to know the people or, who they are? Now, if we were doing stupid stuff and bad, then I could see why, somebody would be judgmental. But, we all have families. Like, Julie she was married for 20 years, 3 beautiful kids. All in college. I mean, we're talking smart kids, all academically smart. 2 of them in college, 1 in high school, getting ready to graduate. All smart, UT students. And, I have a son who's very successful at what he does.
Another tattoo artist, right?
Yeah, another tattoo artist. He left home when he was 16, the same age that I did.
Yeah.
And been on his own. Like, I raised him to be a strong-willed person to be able to survive on his own. And how many fathers can say that, that they did that for their kid. Like, my kid is extremely successful at being a tattoo artist. He's surpassing what I'm doing, and I love it. I'm so pumped and happy that I was able to do that for my son.
Yeah.
And see that I'm always going to worry about him. He's my kid.
You're supposed to.
But I don't have to worry about him because I know he's going to be able to take care of himself.
Yeah.
And, of course, then Jessica, I mean, she raised her niece and nephew.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she raised her niece and nephew. And these kids love her. They call her mom. That's the type of person she is. She went out of her way to raise a niece and a nephew. And while she was going to school, she went to college for a little bit and then went to beauty school. She graduated from beauty school and decided, I don't want to do it anymore because I don't like cutting hair. Like, she went through all these things, but it was still there for them. And that's the type of people we are. We're just, we're just good people.
I don't understand the impulse to judge. Again, I can't say it enough. Just not my business. But also, like, I don't understand the need to do it. Like, why does your marriage and your relationships have anything to do with mine?
Right.
I know for me, like, maybe that dynamic would change one day, but I know for us, Katie and I have talked openly about because after I got divorced, like, maybe I thought I was going in some other directions.
Yeah.
And I met her, and very quickly it's like, that isn't for me.
Yeah.
That's not a judgment towards you. It isn't for me. I don't have it, and that's okay. But why is it even a business? I know how you treat us.
Yeah.
I know how I hope we treat y'all. We just want to be friends.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I really wish I understood the impulse to make it an issue for anyone.
Well, what's funny, though, is that we're finding out there's so many people that are doing this.
Oh, really?
That people don't know.
Yeah.
I know of a doctor that's doing it.
Yeah.
I know a couple of nurses that do it. I know of a dentist that does it. Like, I know, so they're very successful people that them and their wives are doing it. Like it's more common than people realize it, but it's just not seen. And the only reason why it's seen between us is because we all hang out together. We all at the same places together. That's the only reason why a lot of people know about my situation.
Yeah.
Other than that, you would never know.
No.
I don't advertise it on social media or anything. You might see pictures of us.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Nah.
You know?
I get it. Oh, man. All right. Do you ever watch college football?
I do watch college football.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch. So
All
I
right.
got to go. So I know you got to go. I know you got a life.
Yeah.
You got 2 women to take care of.
Yeah.
No kids at the house, though, right?
No kids.
Yeah.
Everyone's on their own,
Just
man.
some cats, you weirdo. So
No, one cat. Only one cat and one
Okay.
dog.
All right, one cat and a dog. All right, did you watch LSU and Bama last week?
No.
Oh, you're supposed to. It's homework. I'm just kidding. You got that.
Was it homework?
No, I'm teasing. Yeah, I try to do that. I try to do something with LSU every week. I don't know if I'll keep doing it, but it's fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a tech. I graduated from tech. That's my school.
Y'all had a big day.
Dude, my school is freaking killing it now.
Y'all killing it, man.
Dude, but it took a billionaire to pay these athletes to start coming to our school.
But I mean, all right. For decades, universities, the NCAA, sponsors, TV made billions off the back of these athletes.
Oh yeah.
And then if they went and got crab legs, they're kicked out of school and losing scholarships and made into pariahs.
Well, look at Mr. Football, A&M.
Johnny Football, yeah.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush, they take his Heisman away because someone bought his mom. Heaven forbid. Isn't that the whole point of people who get these opportunities to make these first huge contracts to change their families' lives for a generation or two? So yeah, that's what should happen.
Yeah.
As long as the industry's making billions, the kids get to make it. They're the ones out there getting their asses kicked on the field, and only 0.5% are going to go to the NFL. So good.
Well, yeah,
Good
yeah.
for school, man.
It's tech, dude. We were amazing at our women basketball team was amazing.
Yeah.
Always made the finals. Always did great. It's time to bring these other athletes in to enhance our baseball or football. Whatever. Look at the softball team, Texas Tech softball team this year. They recruited some high end, athletes, and they made it all the way to the College World Series in softball.
It's awesome, man.
It's just like they're bringing some athletes over there now.
Yeah. What year did you graduate?
94.
Jeez.
Yeah,
right.
right.
Finally, someone who makes me feel young. I'm just kidding.
94,
No,
dude. I'm
yeah.
old, dude. I'm real old.
So LSU, I think you saw fired their coach.
I saw that.
Fired their coach. Fired
Wait,
their
is it the
director.
one that was with the girl?
No. So that was Ed Orgeron 2 coaches ago.
Oh, okay, okay.
In 2019, they won the title, one of the best teams ever.
Yeah, yeah.
The next year, they fall real flat, and poor dude, you don't know from the outside, like we're talking about.
Right,
but
right.
It looked like he had a beautiful wife that they've been together 20, 30 years.
Right.
Kids, all of it. And they get divorced seemingly kind of sudden. And he's seen at parties with college girls.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a 21-year-old on stand at the time. And again, it was the level that he was putting it out there that was awkward.
Right.
All right, bro, we all get the cliche if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. But apparently he was bringing them to practices and shit like that.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Things with the women, the college girls there.
So no, this was Brian Kelly. So Orgeron got fired. We took Brian Kelly from Notre Dame. He'd been in Notre Dame a decade.
Yeah.
And paid him a boatload. And after the A&M loss two weeks ago, they let A&M score 35 unanswered. We were winning the first half, and then a third unanswered. And
they came back.
Oh yeah, they just throttled us. It was
oh my god, I remember that.
So they fire the AD. There were talks of the buyout. He has $54 million left on his contract, and I don't really know what's going on. The news reports are kind of sketchy, but he's suing to say that it's for cause, so he doesn't get a buyout versus he wants the full $54 million.
Dang.
It's a kind of a bad look for him.
Yeah.
I'm not a millionaire. I wouldn't know what the feeling of that is, but I think this guy would probably want to coach again. And I think if you're suing your old school and
you
not
might
working
have a
on
hard
a buyout,
time getting a job.
Yeah, I would think so. So, yeah. Well, if you guys want to change coaches, no, they played Bama. They actually played fine. They lost 20-9, but like, they don't have an offensive line. We lost 4 offensive linemen to the draft last year. So like, it's not shocking that they're
but that's
developing.
good though.
Yeah,
it just says a lot about their players.
Yeah, I mean the program's great. It just turns out everybody's good.
Yeah,
and that's why I like the NIL and I like the pay players, because you can be good in a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can get guys. Yeah.
But you know what I wanted to do? I don't want college sport to turn into pro.
I don't think it's an option when that's the money making machine.
Yeah.
Because you can't, because that's the issue. If it's going to be amateur, then make the stadiums a third the size, pay the coach $250,000 like you pay the teachers, and stop monetizing it.
Yeah, yeah.
But if everybody else is going to be a billionaire, I think you have to pay these guys.
I know, but are they gonna? I don't want them to like watching college football, dude. It's intense.
Yeah.
These guys are going after because they want to make the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Now a lot of these students are making pro money. Do they really want to get hurt now? Do they really want to give it all the percent? Because now they can go like, I could go to the pros, or you know what, I'm making so much money.
But I think that weeds itself out, because I think the guys that are competitors. I mean, look, I'm not anywhere close to Tyrann Mathieu or Joe Burrow. I know that.
Yeah.
But is there anything that would really stop me in 2 weeks from giving 100%?
No.
You're going to Metal Mayhem. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
we talked for an hour about it. I'm psyched. But, like, it's a show you paid to be in. You're losing money to be there.
Right.
Like, to win a local competition against one other athlete. Is there anything I could say to you to say don't fucking do that?
No.
No, you're just a fucking competitor.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way that these kids, those are the ones that are going to win.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, the hungry ones are gonna. They don't care how much money they're making. They're still going. Their main goal is to go to the pro.
So that'll weed themselves out.
Yeah.
I think that'll be like this. They're competitive, but they want to go pro, but they want to compete.
Yeah,
they love it just the same or more than me and you picking up heavy shit. So I don't think that's an issue going forward.
I just hope it doesn't become an issue.
I see it. I mean, because it was before the major playoff the last couple of years. If a team didn't make that 14 playoff, and they were going to like a lesser bowl, like they lost the last 2 games of the season, you'd see some of the guys sit out for the bowl game. But all that meant was like the kids that rode the bench all year got to play, and they played their hearts out in the bowl game.
Yeah.
And the bowl game's meaningless. Like, it just is. Like, it's just fun.
Yeah.
So, pros do it, if the season's gone. Baseball's bad about it. Baseball, if you're out of it, dude, they're playing, they're developing pitchers, they're developing players, their starters are done. They'll sit them down.
Yeah,
so,
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
I like it. I think it, now it's not just, Ohio State and LSU and Bama, and some of these programs are always going to be pretty top tier, but I think this is things that give Texas Tech a chance, because you can get NIL, you can get guys over.
Yeah, finally. I want Tech to be one of those Texas teams that people talk about.
Well, move out of Lubbock to start.
Oh my God, I did not like living there. That's for sure.
Oh man! All right, man. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
Again, short notice. That was fun. I'll outro us, and then we'll go. I'm gonna read what she wrote, because she really gets upset when I don't. So it says, strength isn't just about lifting heavy; it's about carrying what matters. Whether you're holding a barbell or tattoo gun, your focus, purpose, and pride define your impact. Thank you, Mario, for joining the show. If you want to learn more about Mario's work, purchase a M.A.D Threads t-shirt or see him compete this weekend. Follow him on social media. Everything's gonna be linked in the description. You've got 4 Instagram links.
Yes.
And just hit you up for tattooing or for the M.A.D Threads shirts.
Yes.
And obviously you can hit me up for that. That's it for episode 7 of Fiegel Files. Thanks for tuning in. Tell them to hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. If you need legal help, visit us at divorcelawyer.sa.com and follow me on all social media platforms. Stay strong and go LSU Tigers.
Nice.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, bud.
That was fun.
Hell yeah.